Twitch link. I'll just pull it up.
There we go. Hey, everybody. So we're back with another episode of Badlands Before the Fracture. Um, Very excited about finding out what happened to Vinny uh, and how he's going to deal with that. So before we jump into the game, a few things I wanted to cover. Um, I was like, why am I hearing my voice? It's because my phone was on. Um, so a few things to cover before we jump into the game. So throughout the course of the stream today, I'm going to be giving away at least 2 subscriptions, maybe more. So hang out and chat, talk in there, and let us know what you think and everything, and might get a free subscription. Um, Other thing is there's some new ways that you can interact and affect the story that's happening on the stream. You can see those in the bottom right hand corner. Uh, Anything ranging from just $1 to all the way up to $25 has a different effect. So with $1, you can give a player 5 temporary hit points, which can come in handy. Venny might need that. Um, two
Way to
dollars.
single me out here, fam.
$2 gives a free reroll to a player, which is helpful all around. $3. This is a new one. Players get a switch, and what that means is that depending on who you give it to, if whether it's me as the GM or one of the players, when somebody goes to do something, the person that has the switch can say, "Hey, switch that action." So, for example, let's say a player's like, "I, as the bard, want to seduce that barmaid." The GM or another player can say, "Nope, you don't seduce them. Do something else to them." Um, and it's basically that's how it works, and it can be quite entertaining. $5 is a +10 to a player, which for more or less is an auto success in this system. $10 is a sensu bean, which gives the player essentially a health potion worth half their health. $15 is a complication, which is really fun. So for the $15 donation mark, basically you let me know what complication you want to throw into the story, how you want to make the character's life more difficult or more challenging. And assuming it is setting appropriate and appropriate in general, we are trying to keep it around PG-13 on the show. So assuming those things line up, we'll throw that into the game. If we need to adjust anything, I'll talk to you about it on on the chat. But yeah, you can actually throw in a complication for the players. And then $25 mark is the Phoenix Down, which basically means if a character would die, rather than dying, they just go to 1 HP. So if you have a particularly favorite character or player that you really enjoy seeing, that is one way you can ensure that they continue. So those are different things that you can do. And with that, we'll do our introductions here. So we'll start. We'll go the opposite way of what we usually do. So we'll start with Lisa. Tell us a little bit about Ping and where we can find you on the internet next if you're working on any projects.
Hi. I play Ping, and Ping is a blind doctor, which works better than you would expect it to. She is not a big fan of all this active outside field work she's been dragged into, but she's taking it about as well as you would expect. And I myself am a bassist in a emo post-hardcore band called Cadus. And if I can find a good link to some of our stuff, I will.
Awesome.
We're going to be recording our album soon, but yeah.
Awesome. And then Gwen, tell us a little bit about your characters and then what you're up to on the web.
So I'm Gwen. Lydia is currently concerned, quite concerned,
Can't
and
imagine
Joan is kind of smug, and also the opposite of Ping with fieldwork. Ping, Joan is loving it, like a little bit too much. It's kind of scary.
That's pretty fair. It's a fair assessment. Um, and then, what are you working on next? Where can we find you next?
Well, you can find me here Monday.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, Monday.
because that's gonna be fun.
Very fun, very fun. Cool. And that'll be for the Peasant Strike Back, which is a
Yes.
campaign we run here with. We've got Joshua as our dungeon master, and basically your typical adventuring party in a fantasy setting, except the roles are swapped. We're the peasants that are getting tired of the adventurers causing a ton of collateral damage. Um, so Gwen and I both play in that game on Mondays.
Yeah.
Same channel here. Cool. And
Hopefully, I will
then
be more alert this Monday.
oh, you did fine last Monday. I know you were super tired, but you didn't show. And then we'll.
Damn near passed out 5 times.
Oh goodness, you hit it well. Speaking of passing out and yawning, Rowan, tell us a little bit about Vinny, and then
Hi.
where we can find you next.
Oh boy. Hi, I'm Rowan North. Well, I guess let me start with Vinny. Okay. My character is Vinny. He is a rat man from the future, as all the rest of us are. He is renegade to the max, kind of your bounty hunter, rough around the edges, kind of person. And he just got shot real good because this is 1920s and not a Mad Max type future.
Yep.
So I am Rowan North. I'm a freelance illustrator and art educator. You can find all my work at rowannorthillustrations.org, and there you will find all my social media and places like that. I definitely suggest you check Redbubble for those of you who were here last night. I played a character who had like a cat skull hoodie, and I just made that. I just made that and released it to Redbubble, so please check it out.
It's very good. Please feel free to throw those links into chat if you would like. And then finally, I'll say a quick bit for Vera here. They unfortunately had a emergency vet visit that came up today. One of their horses was having some issues. If you want, I don't have everybody's Twitter handle on here. I'll have to put their Twitter handle out there later if you want to go and find out more about that. They've been posting about it throughout the day. Anyways, they said they're very sorry that they couldn't be here. But they will be playing Minerva, which incidentally is the character that shot Vinny last week. Thank you, Gwen.
Minerva shot first.
Yep, definitely. Because Vinny was like, okay, I know this person from the future, so this seems like the most logical person to try to talk to in the past. In 1920s, as a rat man in robes in the woods.
After Joan had warned you that this was probably going to happen.
To be fair, he does not trust Joan as far as he can throw Joan. And another major thing is that this would be kind of totally fine if it were, say, a post-apocalyptic future.
It's very true. Kudos to
Not only was it a giant rat man in like robes and stuff, it was also like what, 5 a.m?
Yes, it was.
It was super early in the morning, and some man just grabbed her out of nowhere. Yeah,
in the woods.
In the woods. Yeah. So
kudos to Rowan for playing that true to character, despite it being a series of horrible decisions. So that was great. And that's pretty much where we're coming in right now.
Cringy for me too, believe me.
Yeah. One thing before we do jump in, I forgot to mention as well. For the ways to change the story, bits and subscriptions also count towards that. So if it's a tier 1 subscription, that's worth $5. You can do the $5 reward or a combination of the smaller ones. And bits, 100 bits is $1. So even exchange there as well if you do want to throw some things in. Those are a couple other ways that you can do that. And so, yeah, we'll start with Vinny. You've managed to reach the lake, and just realized the game audio's not on. But you did manage to reach the lake, and where is my lakeside? There we go. You're still bleeding.
Kidding?
But you've made
No kidding.
But you've made it to the lake, and you seem to have lost your pursuers. You can see the Clark estate sort of off in the distance.
Okay. I know that the Clark estate, that estate's where the farm's at. However, it's
Yes.
now morning, and so Vinny's wondering if he should just try to go to town if that's where they said they were going to meet up.
Give me a
He
quick
does
gut
realize
feeling.
he left the saber under the bed,
Yeah.
but whatever.
Okay.
It's got combat knives. Okay. Gut feeling. That is a 26.
26. So with the 26, yeah, you look at where the sun is in the sky, how long it took you to kind of run away from your pursuers and everything, and you're feeling like it's a safe bet that they've already left. They've already gone into town and assumed something happened to Vinny.
Yeah, that's not good, but yeah, so he'll head that way. He does remember, like, but the problem is the Baker estate is kind of in the way.
You could circle around the other way, kind of go around the front of the Clark estate and go down the hill towards the farm.
Okay.
So you do see a path that you could follow to avoid the hornet's nest that you just kicked up, basically.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
do
that's probably
you-
best.
Do you address the gaping bullet wound that you have in your gut?
Probably a good idea. So first aid or medicine,
Yeah, it'd be medicine roll.
right?
Mhm.
Okay, that is a 23.
Okay. How are you going to try to treat it, like with what you have on hand?
If you said something, I missed it.
Yes, I said, how are you going to try to treat it with what you have on hand? I assumed you were looking at
Okay.
your inventory.
No, I didn't hear that. I'm having weird cutoff audio
Okay.
today. But all right. Okay. Well, he does have the needle and thread from yesterday.
Okay.
He also has a full adventure pack. I'm not positive all that's in there.
The adventure pack has... It's basically like a camping set. Let me double check what all it has in there. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Mm.
Let's see. Oh, wow. Hey, thanks, Gwen. Thank you very much, Gwen, for that $25 donation. Holy cow, that deserves some hype.
Yay!
So we're
Yeah,
gonna do
don't want Vinny to die just
Hype.
yet.
Just yet. Just yet. you freaking say just yet? Get out of here just yet.
There we go.
Yes.
So yeah, thank you very much.
Phoenix down for Vinny.
Let me just add that in here. And for our cast here, I just did the hype music. You probably couldn't hear that because echoing from stream and everything, but that's what was going on there. So 1 Phoenix down for Venny. So I'm not sure, is that reason to be more reckless or?
Please no.
We'll
Please
see.
no. Please
All
no.
right. So, okay, so you do have the sewing needle and everything. And with that medicine roll, you're able to tell that you could sew up the wound. However, there is a bullet still inside you.
All right. Well, I have my combat knife, so I could probably
Okay.
dig it out. And then
Yeah.
I assume that the adventure pack probably has some sort of like symbol.
Oh, right. I was looking that up. I got distracted by the super generous donation from Gwen. Where do I have that in here somewhere? Exactly what's in the adventure kit.
When
And
you
of
have
course
to refer to the physical book.
Yeah, and of course, I was just looking at it the other day, and now I can't find it.
Alas, isn't that how it always works?
Yeah, it's because we're on stream.
Of course.
Starting gear,
That
here we
means
go.
you're the least prepared.
Adventuring, yeah. Even when you're prepared, you're not prepared. Okay, backpack, bedroll, belt pouch, flint and steel, torch, rations for 7 days, rope, and a water scan or canteen.
Okay, so no basic antiseptic or band-aids.
No. I don't think so.
All right, well...
You do have flint and steel, though. You could potentially, like, try to dig the bullet out and then cauterize it, I suppose.
That sounds like something Vinny would do.
It does.
Granted, he's taken care of himself for a very long time, so he probably knows enough. But yes, I would say combat knife, he digs it out.
Okay.
Then, yeah, probably work on cauterizing the wound at least a bit and then stitching it up the rest.
Okay. Let's see here. So give me one more medicine roll.
Okay, one more. All right, that is a 20. Straight up and down. Dirty 20.
Fantastic. Hey, Blair, thanks so much for that host. Appreciate it. So yeah, you managed to dig the bullet out, and between, you know, heating it up the knife and cauterizing spots and sewing yourself up, you managed to do so without getting it infected. Takes you probably about a good hour to do this, so it's getting to be about mid-morning. You can probably hear voices of people starting to mill about outside, coming from the estate, but they're still far enough away that they wouldn't see you.
All right, well, once that's done, he's going to find the others and head towards town.
Okay, go ahead and give me a naturalist roll.
You hate me. That's just my automatic response. Okay, that's a 19.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to find a path into town decently enough. And with that, we will pan over to town with Alinea, Joan, and Ping. So you've been dropped off at the at basically the equivalent of a general store. Where do you go from here?
Uh,
Be right back.
Okay.
Maybe we should get some supplies. I wouldn't have any money. Never mind.
yeah.
Yeah. So you do see there's a post office, there's a general store, there's a cafe, there's some various other shops and things. You could look around or ask around to see if anybody's looking for someone to work. You could try looking for a doctor's office, for example.
I mean, Joan is already on that.
Okay. How is Joan going about that?
So, Joan, being a historian, would know where the help wanted place would be, which would be the tavern.
Okay.
Correct?
There's a cafe.
Joking.
Oh.
No, Joan's going and looking for a help wanted board though.
Okay. Give me a if you're just looking around, give me a sight check.
Sight check. Gotcha. Okay, Joan. That is a 27.
Okay. Let's see. You check one side of the street, but you're not able to find a help wanted sign. There's still another side of the street that you could check, though.
Yeah. Joan's going to check the other side of the street as well.
Okay.
You want me to roll again?
Yes.
That is
Also
a 28.
28. Awesome. Okay. Also, with your rolls,
And back.
we do actually have the roll section of Roll20 up on the stream now. So if you can, go ahead and type in your rolls.
Oh yes.
After you roll.
Okay.
Should have mentioned that before the stream, so I apologize. But yeah, now everybody can see what you roll, which would be nice. So on the other side of the street, let's see if there are any help wanted signs. There are, and you do find one. So this help wanted sign is going to be at the we're going to say it's at the meat processing and taxidermy shop. So essentially a slaughterhouse for hunters in the area.
Joan is going to be all about this. Alinea, not so much.
Okay.
So Joan looks at the notices, sees if any are applicable to her.
So it just says help wanted. It doesn't necessarily specify what the job is. It's literally like a cardboard sign in the window.
Well, Joan is very interested in this, but there are quicker ways to get money.
Oh,
What
that does not sound good.
What is Ping doing during this?
May I ask someone for directions to a clinic?
Absolutely. So you can hear footsteps approaching you along the side of the street. They sound like fancier shoes. Just by the way that they're stepping, and you can tell that they've been properly tailored because there's no flapping noises or anything like that. And you could probably
can
hear.
I roll hearing to see if I can tell if it's a man or woman?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Hold on. Because if I'm going to talk to them, I don't want to just randomly be like, "Hey, person!"
Can Alinea help with that?
Is Alinea with Ping, or did she go with Joan?
Yes, Alinea's with Ping.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Then yes, you can roll
Alinea, the
sight.
person coming with the expensive sounding shoes, are they a man or a woman?
Alinea, you can see that it is a man in a fancy suit, and he's got an umbrella resting on his shoulder. He's holding it. It's
Ooh.
closed.
Fancy.
It's a man, and he's got an umbrella.
Like open?
No, it's
Oh.
closed. I still
Oh.
don't know why he has an umbrella. It might. Alinea's like, is it going to rain today, sir?
The gentleman looks at you and goes, well, not rightly sure. But I did see some clouds coming in off the hill there, so I thought it might rain. So I thought, why not have my umbrella just in case?
Well, better safe
Makes
than
sense.
sorry, of course. Sir,
That's what
if
I
could
always say.
bother you,
Oh, you're no bother at all.
I was wondering if you might point me to the clinic of this town, the medical clinic.
Yeah, we've got
And by point me to, I mean point my friend here too, because as I'm sure you can tell, I'm not inclined sight-wise.
Like, yeah, no problem. So, what you'll want to do is keep heading down this road here, and then you'll want to take a left by the carriage repair shop, and then go about, I'd say about 12 wagon lengths down the road there, and then you'll take a right, and then off in that corner is where you'll find Dr. Warren's office.
Dr. Warren, thank you so much.
My pleasure. And he just kind of keeps walking off. Seems to be having a really good day. He's very cheerful.
Well, good for him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Alinia's not having a good day.
Good for you.
Just
Tee
huck
up
a
the
rock at
nose.
his head. No, just kidding.
Joan returns back having made a rough map of this place, by the way, with what she's seen so far.
Okay.
Would Alinea be okay with directing me to where the gentleman said the clinic was?
Yes, Olivia starts walking in direction, directing Ping. And Joan is just curious, but doing her own thing for some reason.
Joan, we're going to the clinic to see if I can help in any way to earn some cash. You're welcome to come.
Oh, I would be very interested in the clinic.
There's going to be
Yes.
actual patients there that need compassion, Joan.
Yeah.
Ow! Damn!
Oh, that's great.
Then I will not be interacting with them.
Noted.
And Lydia's directing Ping, and Joan's just following, noting, still making a rough map.
Okay.
Joan,
For reasons only known to Joan.
a question for Joan. Can she tell me anything that would be good for me to know about medicine in this time period?
That's a good question. I'm going to roll education.
You got it.
Okay. And I'm going to roll. Now, I haven't asked, but with this learned, is it roll twice to take the highest?
It is.
Or just roll twice?
Just roll once, and then if you're happy with that roll, go with it. If you're not happy with that roll, roll again, and then take the second one. So it's not quite the same as advantage. It's just a reroll.
That's one high. That's 25.
Okay, that's still plenty. So I'm trying to remember now in the 20s. I don't think antibiotics were a widely known thing yet. It might not even have been invented
Penicillin
yet.
was a thing.
Was it that early?
Penicillin was the cure-all of the 1920s.
Yeah, because
Okay.
people got a ton of STDs during World War One, and so
Mhm.
they kept having to give soldiers shots of penicillin in their butt.
And then lots of people were having immunity
Oh,
to it.
good.
That's how I know. Like that's why I know.
Yeah.
Penicillin was the thing. I'm trying to think. what else
Follow-up
was the
question. How do you know about the World War I butt shots for STDs? Or why do you know that?
Because it was in this thing I watched where they were talking about like apparently there were these really popular brothels in the areas where they were being sent,
Yeah.
and the soldiers would intentionally infect themselves to try to get out of fighting.
Yeah, I
Wow.
watched that too.
It was a thing, and they were like, "We have penicillin now, so get your butt back into the trenches." Huh?
Oh my gosh.
But
Ah,
Yeah, I watched that too. It was very
yeah, it was
Okay.
it was an attempt to get out of fighting by sleeping around.
okay. So yes, Joan and by virtue of conversation, now Ping, you have an approximate knowledge of 1920s medicine.
So I'm not going to be like, "Oh, order him an MRI," like.
Yeah, they'll probably think you're talking about some kind of mutton or something.
Yes. Mutton rice
And
on ice.
Mutton rice implant.
Yes. Mutton rice and I can't think of anything that starts with an I that would work.
I can't either. I can't think of any food that starts with an I all of a sudden.
I keep thinking ice, but that's just disgusting.
Ice cream.
Oh god, that's worse.
I know after dinner I love that first scoop of mutton and rice ice cream.
Yes.
It's so good.
Oh gosh.
Really hits the spot.
It hits something.
I've heard weirder.
Yeah, so about the time that that Ping and Joan are having this conversation outside the doctor's office, Vinny, you come down the opposite side of the street. Basically, if you were to look at it kind of like a plus sign,
Hey, Quinn. Mute
when you're
your microphone.
Yeah, I know. Just
there you go. If you're looking at it like a plus sign, everybody came up from the bottom of the plus sign and went left, and Vinny, you're coming down from the top of the plus sign. So you don't see the rest of the party, but you are now in town, wearing monk robes that have been handmade and have blood on them.
Well, I don't know. He puts like his pack or something over where the bullet wound is, so it isn't so freaking obvious that he's bleeding.
Okay.
Or was bleeding.
Okay.
Just kind of, yep. Like, here, let me adjust this right here. It's a little bit weird, like he's holding it like a fanny pack type thing, but it's better than blood. Am I right?
It's very true. You are getting some funny looks. There are people walking around, most of them in somewhat fancy attire. This seems to be an oddly wealthy town for the time and location.
Damn carpetbaggers.
That's probably something you'll hear over the course of the campaign, seeing that it is 1920s Georgia. But nobody's really approaching you or anything. They kind of, go out of their way to not walk next to you.
That's
But you're
just
not-
fine with me.
You're not
so does
raising up
Lydia see
too much of
Vinny?
an issue. No, you are all on a different street. But Vinny, you see that there's a cafe, a general store, post office. Give me a sight check.
That is a 22.
22. So yeah, you're actually coming from the side that has the slaughterhouse, so you see the help wanted sign in the window there as well. Um, yeah. What do you do?
Well, I think if there's like some side streets he can go down, he would rather stay away from the public eye, especially as information gets out that, I don't know, the baker's daughter was attacked or something. He doesn't know what they think of that, but
So
The
yeah,
baker's daughter.
with this being
shut up.
1920s Doublegate, Georgia, by modern standards, it's already a small town. So in the 1920s, very small town. There's not really so much as side streets to go on. There's more like, maybe a grand total of 5 streets in the entire town. You can kind of try to stick to one side of the street where the shadows are longer, because it is still mid-morning and the sun's not directly overhead yet.
Yeah.
That's about the best you could do. Are you wanting to be completely unseen or just sort of inconspicuous?
Inconspicuous as much as possible.
Okay, you can kind of do that without the need for a roll. You just stick to the shadows and keep your hood pulled down.
Okay.
Are you going
I'm
to...
gonna still
Go ahead.
to try to look for the others as much as I can. It's obvious they're not on this street.
Okay.
I think
In
at
that
this
case,
point.
just do a quick sight roll, and we'll see if you can find them.
Okay. That is 28.
28, yeah. You very much so find them. Excuse me, so...
Like
Ping
360
and-
no scope.
Yeah, pretty much. So, like, I think they're there. Oh, hey!
Oh, whoa.
So Ping and Joan, as you're finishing up the conversation about medical knowledge of the 1920s, you see Vinny probably limping a little bit, probably still pretty damp, approaching.
Moist.
I should say
I was
Joan
about
and
to ask, is he moist?
He's one moist rat man.
He's a moist boy.
Ooh.
I should say Joan and Alinea see Vinny, and Ping, you hear squishy, wet footsteps.
Yeah. And then he's like, Vinny!
Why do you sound like a swamp monster?
Because
And
I'm wet.
Oh.
Why are you
You.
wet?
Do we need to...
It's a long story.
Did you
Do
get
Vinny
into
and Ping need to
trouble?
get a room or something here?
A what?
Is it? Does that mean Ping and Vinny need to get a room or something?
Oh, Jesus.
That's it. Stream over, guys.
Your ship is not sailing, Raven.
There's for those that don't know, there's a running joke. I hardcore ship Ping and Vinny. I think it's hilarious and have been since season 1.
Your ship has no crew and it is not leaving port.
I mean, there's a whole rest of season 2. We'll see. Maybe even a
Yeah.
season 3.
Anyway,
A girl can hope.
Yeah.
Joan's like, did you get into trouble? I think you got into trouble.
No.
Can Ping see if she can tell that he's wounded? Like smell or something?
Yeah.
All you
Olivia-
smell
I
is
think I
Olivia,
mostly
what-
smell like wet dog.
pretty much. You smell
But
wet dog.
colonization
Got
stinks.
concerned and looking over Vinny.
Ping roll smell.
Can
gonna
Olivia roll
say-
medicine?
Yes, she can.
Yay. Oh,
13.
great, Olivia, that's 24.
So, yeah, Ping, you pretty much just smell wet dog smell.
There.
Alinea, yeah, you notice that, Vinny's walking a little funny. You could probably pick out that there's a little bit of blood on the clothes that the pack doesn't quite fully cover up.
You're bleeding. We need to do
Yeah.
something
I'm
about
not.
that.
Did you get hurt?
Ping.
A little.
Can you
This is not the place to talk about this shit.
We're right by a medical clinic. I think this is a great
Oh
place.
fuck no, I'm not going into a medical clinic.
Okay,
Joan says, that's a wonderful idea, actually.
What? No, it's not a terrible idea.
what
I'm not
if
going
I
in there.
drag you
I
in
mean-
as your personal physician? And I'm like, I need supplies. Oh my god, my patient. Eh?
Right about that
I think
time,
that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
you
Really,
all
the
hear
stupidest?
a bell jingling as the door behind you opens, and a middle-aged, somewhat fancier dressed person pokes his head out the window. It's like, can I help y'all? Do y'all need a physician?
Yeah. This is Olivia speaking. We need something to squelch the bleeding.
Oh, you
I'm
got
not
somebody bleeding?
bleeding.
Sir, I actually am a physician. I was just needing some supplies.
Oh, well, y'all must not be around from around here. Come on in.
No, we're travelers. Travelers.
So he opens the door and ushers you all in to the little clinic. It's a relatively small room, the waiting room, but you can see there's a door that goes to the back that obviously has the exam room. And he says, "Yeah, I'm sorry. There's normally I have an assistant here to sign you in and take your information, but she's off today." And he goes into this sort of stories like that starts to get a little long-winded about how his assistant got a date with somebody that she's had a crush on, and they went out to the meadows and had a picnic. And he starts to describe the food that they were going to have in the picnic, and
Oh my
how
God.
his assistant had.
And Joan interrupts very much.
What does Joan say as he's in the middle of the story?
Joan says, "This is unimportant. What we need is to get this person seen."
Oh,
I don't
right,
need to be seen. What the hell?
right. You had an injury.
Yes,
I'm
you
not,
do.
I'm not injured.
Quit being.
Come on
No,
back to the,
shut up.
to the exam
No,
room, and
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going there.
and he looks to Ping and goes, your patient doesn't seem to want care. You're
Olivia
muted.
says, "Please, please."
No.
My patient doesn't always know what's best for him, and if we can get a private room to just look over,
Fine.
then I think we'll be fine.
So Dr. Warren
But these two need to shut their gobs.
looks to Ping and says, well, yeah, I can let you use my exam room. I just need to see your credentials.
Does Ping have credentials?
Yes, she does. I would assume so. But
I
not
would assume she
1920s.
brought them.
Yeah, you probably do have some credentials. However, they are
From the future.
from the future.
Yeah.
So, do you present those to him?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to lie my ass off because that's what Ping's good at, apparently.
Okay, roll charm.
He's an academic, right?
He is, so you do get a bonus.
$26.
Nice. So,
Mm.
what is this tale you're going to weave for our dear doctor here?
You know what? It would just so happen we've been traveling a really long way, and as you can see, I am visually impaired, and I fell in the deepest damn puddle you could ever imagine. And when I fell into this puddle, my paper license was dissolved, ruined. Can't read a darn thing on it. But if I do have various supplies with me. I am very learned. What would you have me do?
So he believes your story, buys it hook, line, and sinker, and
Yeah.
so just goes, "Oh, was y'all coming from the north side of town? That road up there?"
No, we were actually coming from another town. Joan says.
What?
Well, I assume you came from another town, but
We did. It was a while ago.
yeah, I've been telling the mayor they need to go out there and fix those damn potholes because they turn
Absolutely.
into
What are
to
taxes for?
giant exactly. They turn into giant puddles and they're a hazard. So, all right, well, you seem nice enough. You seem to know what you're talking about, so I'll just take your word for it. Go ahead and it seems like your patient's a very private person, so
Very.
I'll let you go ahead and go back there and take care of that.
Thank you so much, Dr. Warren.
He kind of looks at you and goes, you know, I never did tell you my name. Did somebody refer you to me?
God.
He does work in mysterious ways.
He sure does.
And with that, he lets Vinny and Ping into the back room. Eleni and Joan are offered a seat in the waiting room.
How else
so
am I going to explain that the DM slipped the name? I mean,
It was somebody in the town.
It was
that
so.
put you that
It
way.
was somebody that
Yeah.
told Elenia.
there
yeah,
you
somebody,
go. Did he use a name?
Yes, he did.
the guy
Oh.
in town did, but the doctor never gave you his name.
Well, this doctor's an idiot, so.
Yes.
So, Elenia and Joan, what do you do while you're waiting?
So
The doctor is sitting in a corner chair just reading a newspaper while this whole time, by the way.
Lydia sits nervously, and Joan is just standing. Goes back
Okay.
outside. Starts getting more details for her map.
Okay. Then Vinny and Ping,
Oh,
what do you do?
before she leaves, Joan's like, "Call me when they get out." And Lydia's like, "All right."
Call you?
Call me.
On what?
And where is Joan going?
Right out front.
Oh, okay. I was having to multitask a tiny bit here, so I think I missed that part.
Is that not a phrase in other places of the United States? Call me.
It is, but like, do you mean like call out for you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what that usually means. I was like, is that not a thing?
So,
For me, it means call me on my phone.
yeah. So as you're having this conversation, the doctor lowers the newspaper and looks at you like, Yankees. Goes back to reading his newspaper.
Apt.
So, Vinny and Ping, what are you doing in the exam room?
Well, I'm gonna have
Wink,
to.
wink.
Oh God. So with more lowered voices, of course, Ping is gonna be like, "What did you do?"
Oh, why are you so suspicious?
You didn't
did
come
nothing.
back this morning.
I got lost.
Oh yeah, sure. You got lost. No, you come
No,
back injured.
I actually got lost.
Okay, but obviously, even if you claim you're not hurt, you got injured. What did you do? And like, kind of with my cane using find the place where the patient would lay down and pushes Vinny onto it. In a very normal, platonic, patient way.
Oh my gosh. Yes, that. Because platonic patient-doctor relationships have doctors pushing their patients on the bed.
All
I
the
don't know what
time.
kind of doctors you're seeing, but yeah.
Not ones that push me on the bed. Okay,
It's not a bed, it's an exam table.
so Vinny makes an annoyed growl, and he's like, "You could have fucking asked me to sit down."
And you could have come back on time without a wound.
I got lost. And
And
to
what?
be fair, I found the boy.
You found it.
Yes.
Okay.
And Minerva. Well, a different
f-
Minerva.
Okay, and to clarify, you did not interact with these people, correct?
I didn't kill the boy.
Oh my god, Vinny. Where's your wound?
He moves the bag aside. It's like, it's taken care of.
That, I mean, for Ping, that does nothing. I mean,
I know.
Being
I'm
here's
going
a
to have to touch
shifting
you.
of stuff.
Okay, so palpate around on the abdomen, I guess.
Yeah, you can roll
Fine.
medicine.
Oh, I have to roll
So-
medicine?
Yeah.
Okay. Love you. Mommy.
I did a
One
thing
second.
in Twitch.
1 second. Sorry.
No worries.
Where is... There's medicine. 20.
Okay. So you're feeling around and you feel lots of scars and different things. And then you feel a like half cauterized, half sewn up wound.
Is this the wound?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, I would. That's why I'm asking.
Okay, it's fucking the wound.
Okay, is this... This feels like a bullet wound, Vinny. Is this a bullet wound?
No, it's the knife wound after I dug the bullet wound out.
Oh my god. So you got the bullet out?
Yes, of course I fucking got the bullet out. I wasn't born fucking yesterday.
Well, to be fair, rats, I don't know their lifespan.
I'm fucking human. Well, I was.
Uh-huh. Anyway, so you stitched it up. Where did this come from, Vinny?
Quinn and I are dying over here.
Apparently. It came from a gun.
No way! Whose gun?
Minerva's.
She shot you.
Yes, she fucking shot me. Who else would I talk to?
Okay, the fact that she shot you, I'm guessing you didn't just talk to her.
I tried to.
Vinny, did you grab her?
No.
Did you, like, try to, like, force her to talk to you?
No.
Vinny,
I was
roll
trying to stop her from screaming.
Oh my god. I can open the spoon and, like, eat
Oh
out
my
right here,
goodness.
Vinny.
What?
Okay.
Do you have any better ideas? The only person I could think of to talk to is Minerva. I found Minerva. I tried to talk to Minerva. Minerva started screaming that a crazy person was out.
Okay. Pro tip, Vinny. When a young woman tries to get away from you and starts screaming, don't double down.
Well, what
grab
else
her.
do you do?
Escape and try again later.
Oh yes, because I'm going to go up to her mansion and go, knock knock, it's the rat man.
Or bring us the information you had and have me come say, knock knock, it's not the rat man. It's the one who knows how to talk to people.
It's the one that's fucking blind. Oh wow, it's so much better.
Blind people existed back here. Rat people didn't.
Rat people didn't exist back then in the future too.
See your problem?
Why
Yeah.
do you think I have a hood?
You both hear a knock on the door, and you hear a, "Y'all all right in there?"
We're doing great, sir. Thank you so much. Just my friend here is giving me his medical history since I parted ways with him for a while.
Oh, okay. Well, just let me know when y'all done. He goes back to his
You
chair.
got it.
Oh. Also, quick pause there. Congrats to K. Jure. We gave out one of our free subs tonight. So congrats for that.
KJ Ray.
KJ Ray, there you go. If you are in chat, just let us know how you would like to use that $5 for the buffs, or you can even throw in a switch there if you like. If you're not currently in the chat, I'll just randomly assign that after a little bit. So yes, Vinny and Bing, please continue.
Oh my god.
Please continue. We're all apt attention.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
So Vinny takes a second to steel himself and says,
Daddy,
Let
what
me
that
know.
doing? Not me. That was me talking to my daughter.
That's adorable. Okay. But yeah, so Vinny steels himself and says, I found out a lot of things.
Okay, good.
I know where the asylum is. I know how to get there. I know what road to take. I know the kind of security they have around the asylum. I know
great.
I know where Minerva is. I know where Xander is. Not our Xander.
Right.
No sign of him.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's all good information. I'm glad we have it. But unfortunately for you, I need to clean this wound.
I took care of it.
You cauterized it, yes. Those still get infections. And the stitches are fine, I guess. They'll hold. So I
They're,
won't touch it.
I've
can
had
feel
worse. They always hold.
You can feel them, and yeah, it's definitely going to leave a scar. It could definitely be done better to where it would not leave as big of a scar, but health-wise, it should be okay.
Okay. So, I'm gonna feel around the office and find some bottles.
Okay. You do feel some
and
bottles.
show them to Vinny until one of them reads what I want it to read.
Okay.
What do you want it to read?
Hydrogen peroxide.
Oof.
And he's like, I can't read that well.
Oh, come on.
Is there an H and a Y in front of it?
Yes.
Does the second word start with a P?
Yes.
Close enough. So unscrew it, smell it.
Close enough.
Smells like hydrogen peroxide, so
Yep.
here we go. I'll grab a rag and clean the wound. It's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it is.
Does Vinny want me to redo the stitching?
I don't care.
Well, it kind of matters. Do you want me to cut these off of your flesh and then redo it?
You're the doctor. You tell me.
Well, if we're going to be getting into a lot of problems, apparently, Vinny, maybe we should redo these.
Ping, you hear a vague, quick licking sound, and that's about all you hear as Vinny does that.
Are you licking something, Vinny?
Yes, my ass.
I'm not even mad. That's just impressive.
I know, like. Are you. Can you do that?
No, I can't do that.
Horrifying. Good. All right, well, lay back. This isn't going to feel great. I'm going to call out for the doctor to point out where his sutures are.
Better
Like
not
his
come in here. I assume
I'll
that
just
Vinny
poke
has
my
a
head.
shirt
I'll
off.
poke my head out. Yeah, I'll poke my head out the door.
Yeah, do you want me to come in there and grab them for you?
Oh, no, just tell me what drawer I can count.
They're the second drawer on the left.
Thank you so much.
Gwen did point out in chat that you do still have some healing magic, and that is true. You have a little bit of basically Clarkium still in your system, enough to do some minor healing magic if you wanted to use it for that.
If it's already like been like cauterized and cleaned, I think we can just
the modern medicine of the time would be sufficient.
Yeah, we can just sew this business right up. So
It's a little known medical term of the 1920s, the biznitch.
Yes, absolutely. Biznitch. It was a very common turn of phrase, as was yeet.
Yes.
But so I find the silken thread and the needle, clean it clumsily with the hydrogen peroxide we have so scientifically identified.
Yep. Vinny, it's not as bad as alcohol, but with how, deep that wound is, it's gonna tingle and feel really uncomfortable and probably hurt.
Vinny burnt himself to close the wound. I think if Vinny has any feeling left at all in his chest, he can handle it.
Oh, and then halfway through, Ping's gonna stop and say, I guess they would have had Novocaine for numbing topically back this time. Do you want me to ask for that?
I'm fine.
Okay, just thought I'd ask. So, sew it up.
Okay. We're just like, gut feeling pain. Give me a medicine roll to properly sew this up.
Okay. Gonna initial myself on you.
What? Excuse me?
Like, sew my initials on there.
I love it.
10.
Wait, hold on. I think I'm understanding why the hell Raven's shipping this. I think we're making it easy.
You think? You think?
So you try to start, but you kind of lost. Your hand slipped and you lost where the wound was, and you accidentally poke Vinny in a different spot.
What the fuck are you doing? Are you professional or not?
My bad. My bad. Everyone slips up.
Everyone slips up.
You can try again.
I mean, you're talking to a blind person.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you're trusting the blind doctor, so like.
You're the one who said you were gonna fucking do it. I can sew it up myself.
Yeah, you have done such a good job up to this point.
Thank you.
You made it your own little constellation, is what you did.
Yes. I call it the Vinny.
You suck at naming stars, Vinny.
Go ahead, do another medicine roll.
11. What the fuck?
Oh, you're out of rerolls. Yeah, it's basically same outcome.
I'm not
Oh
out
my
of
God.
rerolls.
You managed to not stick Vinny this time, but you kind of poke your finger. What did you say, Gwen?
I would like Vinny Payne to use one of mine because I have one.
Oh, okay. So yeah, you can do a reroll.
Okay. Thank you. 22.
22. That will do it.
Okay.
You managed to sew it up expertly, and you can even add some type of flourish to it if you would like.
The blanket stitch. No. No, we'll just leave it as is.
Okay.
A ladder stitch.
Yeah, it's a ladder stitch.
Okay.
Do a little heart as well.
And he'll never know.
I can see it.
All right. So yeah, you get Vinny stitched up just fine, and you're good to go. So quick refresher though. So as far as special buffs and bonuses and whatnot, currently Rowan has a Phoenix down that she can use for Vinny. Vera,
I'm not dead
this,
yet.
This will be for next week. Vera will have a reroll. I have a reroll. And that is it for the bonuses and buffs. There's no complications or switches out there at the moment. If anybody does want to affect the story, benefit a player, or throw a monkey wrench into things, all the different ways that you can do that are in the bottom right-hand corner. That can be done through subscriptions, bits, or direct donations through, it is RABBYN.rocks. For direct donations. Just a quick reminder there. So with that, you get Vinny cleaned up. You're able to clean up the exam room, and
Can
at
I
this
steal
point,
some stuff?
Yes. What would you like to steal?
Should probably take some of that hydrogen peroxide. And can I find any morphine or laudanum?
It depends. Is Vinny helping you with this?
Opium
Vinny, you
would
wanna
be
help?
more plentiful around that time.
Opium and laudanum would be, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Vinny, you want to help me steal some crap from the doctor? Just supplies for my bag.
I'm not saying no.
Fine by me. Okay.
I mean, they literally sold opium in
So
general stores.
what
back
am
then.
I?
Yeah.
What am I rolling?
Yeah, do we have to...
So, Vinny, you'll need to roll sight to locate the items that Ping is telling you.
Okay, piece of cake.
Ooh, and bandages. Need bandages.
So that is a
We are going to need lots
28.
of bandages, apparently.
So
Yep.
28.
Definitely will work.
Well, Vinny would definitely want more of those cloth bandages for his disguise.
Yeah.
So yeah, you find the cloth bandages, you find opium, and some syringes.
Perfect.
Without any problem. Ping, give me a blend-in check if you're trying to stuff all this into your own med kit.
Oh, shit.
You know what? Would you like? I don't
nat
have
one.
another reroll.
I'm the only one that has a
Crazy.
reroll.
Oh, no one has it. Okay.
Okay, so what happens? You shove all this stuff into your bag, but there is like one of the bandages becomes unrolled and is just dangling out the back of your bag, and your bag's kind of way bulkier than when you came in.
So would Vinny notice this?
Give me a quick sight roll.
Okay. Wow. It's the same as last time.
So
27.
you do notice the
28, not
the
27.
tail
That's what I
of
meant.
bandage rolling out of the bag.
Hey,
What?
you suck at hiding things.
You think? What's wrong? Is
Everything.
that's
So,
helpful.
Vinny,
So he,
you can do a blend in roll to try to fix it.
yes. And I'm way better. Whoa, that's a nat 20, my dude!
Yeah.
Yeah, the bag's practically invisible for the next
What the hell?
until you're out of the doctor's office. Yeah, it is completely and utterly inconspicuous.
So I guess we go out into the lobby. And I thank the doctor for letting me fix my friend.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's just a little bit of thread and cleaner and whatnot. It's no big deal.
Yeah,
I'll go.
absolutely.
I'll just sanitize that needle a little bit later today, and then yeah, it'll be fine. I'm glad,
Yeah,
happy I could
sure.
help y'all.
I tidied it up as best I could. I didn't want to leave you with a mess on your hands.
Yeah, it sounded like he was moving a lot of stuff around. I guess it's
Oh,
a
well,
big mess,
since
but I
I'm
appreciate
blind,
it.
it's a little hard for me to find stuff.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate you cleaning up after yourself. I'm sure I'll see you around.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's it. Just kind of goes back to his paper.
All right, I'm gonna signal to.
And Olivia's going to call Joan. They're done.
And
Okay.
we
Goes
should.
back in.
And what has Joan been doing this whole time?
Joan has been improving her map, basically.
Let me have you do an education roll for that.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. If my die would not go on the floor, on that 20. But I can't use that because it was on the floor. That is a 25.
25?
I'm gonna actually, yeah, that's good enough.
Okay. So 25. Yeah, Joan gets a fairly accurate map of everything that you've seen so far. There's still some roads that you haven't been down, and places of the town you haven't seen. So obviously those places will not be on the map. But everything that you've seen so far, you actually have a fairly accurate map for. Well enough that you could easily follow it.
Yes, this will be great for my book.
She's gonna kind of like signal with her cane, like everybody out the door now.
Okay. So you all
So
make it
Joan
outside.
holds the door for everybody while they leave.
Perfect. You all make it outside, no problem.
Olivia eyes Joan suspiciously.
Well, I didn't get any money, but I got supplies. And I should probably make myself scarce, because. Yeah.
That makes two of us.
Good job.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
Joan.
Where do you head now?
Well,
Vinny told me that he knows where everything is. The asylum, the manor, things like that. He said he saw the security that they have there. Unfortunately, he might have some people out looking for him.
oh,
If
good,
we can
let's
get
go
me a
there.
change of clothes, then go where? Go what?
Joan says sarcastically.
Okay.
I mean, anybody have any ideas on how to make money? I could panhandle. I know people used to pity blind people badly enough to give them money.
One of you three should talk to Minerva.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere near Minerva.
Of course I'm fucking not. She shot me in the gut.
Oh
I'd
yeah,
love to
that's
talk
the
to
reason you're not
Minerva.
going anywhere near her.
Where's the reason?
And Lydia, hearing Minerva's name, just scowls.
Do you have a better option? Anyone else we can trust in this whole damn city?
No, but
Joan will point out that it's a very good idea for Joan to talk to Minerva because they're on the same education level, basically.
Oh my fuck. No. You're not going anywhere near her.
how
And
old
why
do you think
not?
she was? By the way, like how old is she?
18?
Okay, so she's young. She's a kid. Okay. That complicates things.
She's an adult.
Does it? Does it though?
There's a big difference
She's old
between
enough to be sleeping with Xander.
Oh, they're already hooking up. God.
Yes, that's where I found her. That's what
Joan-
I told you.
That's where you
Joan is furiously taking notes of all this.
please tell me you don't mean like mid.
Oh, fuck no.
Good, because gross.
So,
Ping assumes it's gross. She just understands it on a theoretical level.
while you're having this conversation, everybody give me a hearing check.
Oh, great. Thank you for asking me to roll more dice.
17.
Okay.
That is going to... That's a nat 1 for Joan.
Yay! I mean, oh.
So 6 for Joan, and for Alinea, that's an 18.
18. Okay.
So
What about Vinny?
17.
Okay. So, yeah, you just carry on having that conversation, and you all hear some birds kind of getting a little bit louder. Sounds like they're coming from the direction of the woods. Joan got a 1, right? Joan,
nat 1 6.
you're pretty darn sure that you heard Minerva in the doctor's office.
Joan's gonna take note of this.
Just take note.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you do from here?
What does Alinea hear? Nothing?
Just the same thing as everybody else. The birds coming from the forest are getting louder.
Well, I don't exactly know where she is or how to find her, but it's best I go to the woods or something. Not stick around town.
Let's have Joan give me a sight check.
This is another nat 1, I swear to God. Okay, that's a 18. 18 times 2 is 36, I believe.
18 times 2?
Yeah, 18 plus 18.
How do you have
That's
an 18?
36. Yeah.
Holy
for
crap.
Joan.
Okay. Interesting. You see the doctor run out of the doctor's office, looking exasperated, and go running down the street the other way.
Nice. I see. I think we need to get the hell out of here because the doctor just noticed.
At this point,
supplies
I don't
are
think-
missing.
I don't think Joan actually knows that any supplies were stolen, actually.
Oh, Joan doesn't know that?
No, I didn't
Was-
say anything. Oh wait, yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I
Was
said
that-
I robbed from him, so we need to
Yeah.
move on.
I remember
Was that once you were outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I just misunderstood the order of events there then. Okay, so
Oh.
yeah, Joan does know.
Joan's like, yeah, he just noticed. Good job. Let's go. Let's go straight back to the place where we're staying.
I don't know if we're welcome there a second night. Is there anywhere else we can go?
Would Joan have found the hotel by
I'm not
now?
going back there.
I'm pretty sure Joan would have found a hotel. of some sort.
Yeah, the hotel's pretty hard to miss. It is in the middle of the city.
Well, we can stay in the hotel, and I can get a job at the slaughterhouse. Alinia's like, oh. And Joan's like,
Why would you want to work there? You're more of a psychopath than I thought.
it's a job, and it pays. And out of character, I believe they gave a upfront in the slaughterhouse back then, like first week's pay up front.
You'd have to talk to the shop owner.
Oh, that will go great for Joan.
Yep.
To be fair, I don't know if a slaughterhouse worker's gonna care that much.
About this time that you're having this wonderful debate about what you should do,
We need to get out of here.
you hear some police whistles off in the distance.
Balls.
Yeah, back to the place where we stayed last night.
No. To the woods.
So the to give you kind of an idea of directions of where things are, to the south of you is where the farm is. To the west of you is the woods. The police whistles are coming from the northeast.
Well, Vinny's gonna head west. And I guess he'll grab Ping and head that way because he's not going back to that farmhouse.
Fair enough. I'm being grabbed. I don't have what to say in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Joan will start
Everybody-
running in that direction, and Alenia will be following as close behind Vinny as she can.
Everybody give me a nimbleness check to see how well you run away.
Oh, great! One of Alenia's best stats.
Oh, good.
Joke.
Somehow I got a 23.
Wow.
Oh, Alenia did not
Nice.
disappoint. Alenia did not disappoint. Let me see what that is first of all.
28 from Vinny.
Okay.
Where is nimbleness?
It should be about halfway down the list.
I do not see it. Let's see. Nimbleness. There it is. Okay. First Joan is 22, and Alenia is a 4.
Was that a nat 1?
No, that was a 3.
You only have a
do you
1.
only have one in that stat?
Alenia, it's Alenia.
So you have your physicals 1 and you don't have any points in nimbleness?
Exactly. Because
What?
Wow. So the rest of you take off like a bullet. You run away, no problem. Alenia, you're running too slow to keep up. You probably like trip over your shoes or something, like your shoelaces. You don't hurt yourself, but you're not fast enough to get away, and the police are right on your tail. Give me one more nimbleness check to see if you can get away or if you get captured.
Oh, wow. Because this character was not built for 1920s at all. Joan was. Joan was absolutely built for this. So that's an 11.
So, yeah, you try to run away. You pick yourself back up, and just as you're getting ready to take off, uh, you feel jerked back as there's a hand grabbing you by your collar. And the police are now slapping handcuffs on you and taking you down to the station for questioning.
Awesome.
The rest
This
of
is going to
you,
go so well.
the rest
The
of you,
person who can't even hold a conversation is being arrested.
yep. Roll hearing, the rest of you.
Of
28.
course, Joan won't.
Okay.
Dang. I got 12.
Wait, where's hearing? I'm sorry.
You're good.
Is I don't remember.
Let me take a look. Linnea.
22. Yeah. Okay.
A 4 there.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But does Olivia roll?
No,
Or just
Linnea
Joan?
doesn't need to roll. Just Joan.
Okay. Joan rolled 22.
Okay, and Vinny's what again?
12. 12.
12. Okay, so Ping and Joan both know that Alinea got caught. Ping, you hear them questioning Alinea specifically about the stolen medical supplies.
Oops.
Vinny, you don't hear anything, so you're still running. Joan, I'm assuming you hear that.
He's laser focused.
And don't
Yeah,
care and keep
Joan-
running.
Joan rolled a 22. And Joan really doesn't give a shit.
That's kind of what I figured. So Alinea is now in police custody, and we'll leave that character there for now. The rest
Joan
of you make...
is plotting a prison break currently in her notebooks.
Perfect.
While you're running? No.
Exactly. Joan's always writing while she's running.
Give
Oh
me a
my gosh.
nimbleness check to make
Always.
sure that you can
Look at the Scooby-Doo
multitask.
music.
What?
Give me a nimbleness
What'd you
check to
say?
make sure that you can multitask.
Yeah.
If you're trying to
That
write
is
in your
some
notebook
Scooby-Doo
while
bullshit.
running from the
What
police.
did you that is. Oh, yes. 19 plus 13. So
Okay.
19 plus 13 is. I can't remember. 32.
Yeah,
From
that's
Joan.
a hell of a lot.
32.
Yep. That is some Scooby-Doo shenanigans. Perfect.
Why? Because
Okay.
Joan.
Yep, you do that no problem. By the way, since there is looks like Kay Jure wasn't in chat, I'm just gonna go ahead and distribute the bonuses myself. So I think I'm going to do a roll to see who gets this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I do. Okay. So I'm going
Excuse
to
me? Is that legal?
Why were you included in
She
this
said she
role?
could do that. She said they could go to the DM.
Yeah, I have a counter down there as well. So I get a switch.
No!
This is gonna end terribly. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. She
And
has
Gwen is-
power.
Gwen is gonna get a reroll.
Nice.
So yeah, I have a switch now.
At least she
has a
didn't get the
reroll.
switch during the doctor's office scene.
That would have been really fun.
I'm just saying.
Amazing.
Because you spin me right round, baby.
Oh, hell yes.
So as you all run down the path, you come to the edge of town and you see the gravel road that leads off to the asylum. Do you
So
take
are
that path
we
out, or?
are we safe? Are they gonna keep looking for like a group of people?
Well, I
I
mean,
highly doubt. Vinny is,
without.
I guess, going to head sort of that direction, like towards the sound, but rather in the woods on the other side of that road.
Okay, so kind of going off trail. Yeah, without even having to roll, you all know that the doctor saw all of you. So it's unlikely that they're just going to be satisfied with just Elenia. They are probably going to be looking for all of you. Um, so on that note, you head off into the woods, and we're going to take a quick break here because I need to go use the restroom. So we'll do a quick
Okay.
BRB, and then when I get back, we'll do another subscription giveaway.
Doo-doo.
Okay.
Another what?
Giveaway.
Subscription giveaway.
Oh, okay.
And we're back. Thank you everybody for hanging out. So we got one emote in here. Rowan, you've already got a subscription, so I can't gift you one. So we'll just do one at random.
He's worth a shot.
And let's see who got it. Hey, I went to Attack Trick. So Attack Trick plays with us on Thursdays for our Star Chaser game.
Yeah.
Yay!
This character is awesome.
Fabulous.
Fantastic. And that'll be another 5. So I don't think Trick is here at the moment. We'll do a roll for it. Let's do another switch. Let's see who gets it this time. That'll be Gwen. You'll get a switch. And then a reroll goes to... Oops. That will go to... Yeah. Lisa.
Whoa!
Why is my camera frozen on stream?
Mine's too.
Because I was on a different window. That should fix it.
Oh, there you go.
Awesome.
Nice.
That was disturbing.
So that's going to be a switch for Gwen and a
I just like
reroll.
hold the cord. There we go.
At least none of us were stuck on like really unattractive faces like.
There we go.
My triple thick neck.
Oh my god.
Triple thick.
I'm a therm.
Oh my goodness.
My dad was a therm.
So you're all in the woods. Vinny, are you taking point on this one?
Yeah, I assume so.
Give me a naturalist roll to navigate your way through the forest.
You hate it.
You hate me so bad.
Can Joan also do this?
You can, yes.
Unfortunately, our
To assist.
naturalist is not here.
That's a
No, they got-
16.
They
For
got
Joan.
pinched.
I got 19 total.
Okay, between the two of you, you managed to find your way decently enough. You can make your way through the trails and everything.
So pretty much, Vinny wants to basically get to an out-of-the-way location where they can regroup, more or less.
Okay.
Lay low, regroup.
How close do you want to be to the asylum?
I mean, I would say about 15 to 20 minutes away.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to get decently close to the asylum. You're pretty sure you're about at a 15-minute walk away. And you find a somewhat comfortable clearing that you can rest in.
All right.
You check back and you don't notice any pursuers. You seem to be relatively safe.
Did Olivia get arrested for what I did? I feel like garbage.
Well, better her than any of us.
I guess. But we'll go get her at some point, right? I mean, we should, shouldn't we?
Yes, at some point, but
Eventually, we'll get
that
around to
solves
it.
that solves the bed problem for her. The rest of us have that problem.
Spoiled. I don't need a bed.
Technically, no one needs a bed, but
They're very, very handy.
yeah, I guess.
Beds don't have hands.
Good God, Vinny.
What?
You said they're very handy.
Wow.
Better handy than handsy, I guess.
Oh God.
Depends on who you're with, I guess.
So Vinny pauses and
If
he
the
says,
bed itself is handsy, you have a problem. And it requires an exorcist. Like,
Yes.
pretty sure I've seen that movie.
anyways, Vinny says we are about 15 minutes from the asylum.
All right, well, how are I supposed to approach the asylum? Just knock on the front door and say, "What up? Can we talk to so and so?"
We need to find Minerva.
Well, we know where Minerva is. You saw her earlier.
You do
Yeah,
know.
he sure did.
Rather, you to find Minerva. I don't see her.
Vinny kind of assaulted Minerva and got shot.
I did not. I mean, I did get shot.
He grabbed her because she was screaming.
She shouldn't have screamed.
I'm not
Oh, my
surprised,
God.
actually.
Yeah, so Vinny needs to stay out of sight of Minerva until
Yes.
I
I
can
mean, I-
adequately apologize.
Joan flips to the page. I did tell you so.
Yes. Both of us did. She has it in writing, though. I don't have it in writing.
I mean, I have your words in writing too.
Weren't you asleep for that part?
Oh wait, she was.
Yeah, she was.
Oh. Excuse me.
So,
Well,
to do a brief recap, you got Vinny patched up, reunited the group, stole from the doctor, more or less got caught. Alinea got arrested. You're now in the woods, about 15 minutes away from the asylum. No closer to knowing where Xander of the future is. So, what is your course of action now?
So if
Did you
think we need
happen to see where Xander went after his whatever with Minerva?
we're not messing with the boy.
And I don't think he saw Xander. I think he saw Minerva after they parted ways.
I did see the little boy. He leaned out the window and was the one who let her down
He dropped her out a window?
with a rope.
Ah, I see.
Huh. That sounds
So
like a hanging.
why aren't we killing him again?
He's not the one who did this to us.
Yeah, killing him because he doesn't have the Clarkium or anything wouldn't really prevent anything. We should at least get rid of the one that is currently actively doing garbage things.
I am
But-
not going to hurt
Yeah,
a
but-
child.
Killing
Well, he's
him
like 20.
before that happens would prevent that. I see no issue.
And make you a murderer.
Unless it's a multiverse.
There's multiple timelines. We already know this.
So technically, killing him wouldn't get rid of the other Xander.
That's an interesting
Checks
theory that
notes.
you haven't really been able to test as a group yet.
Checks notes. I don't see that. No.
But would it worth be killing an innocent person or an innocent version of a person in the hopes that it would get rid of a bad one?
That's an excellent question.
It would be.
I'm just pointing out that you don't know for
interesting data point.
sure. You don't know
Well,
for
Joe-
sure.
He is
honey.
innocent. We
Right.
are not touching the boy.
Yeah.
That is final. If you try, I will kill you
Hmm.
right here and right now with my own hands.
Again,
Again.
you killed
Hmm?
Joan.
Hold on. Do we have a sanity check for that one?
Yes, you do. Discipline check for Joan, Vinny, and actually not for Ping.
I was out of my mind when it happened, so I mean,
And which oddly works to where you don't need to do that check. You already know there was
Okay.
something wrong with the memory.
Damn.
Discipline, right? Okay.
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
I'm already marking my sanity off.
What did you roll?
13.
Yeah. So Joan, you experiencing like just a skull-splitting headache. It lasts for about 30 seconds and then goes away. But you feel very confused and extremely disturbed afterwards as you have the sudden realization that at one point you were dead. Or at least a version of you was dead.
Joan did see her own dead body.
Yeah, and you actually experienced the memory of being shot to death. But it clashes.
Yeah, but before Joan had the memory of being shot to death, she did see her own dead body.
Yeah, you
And
have a
if
memory
that-
of standing over your own dead body, not being shot, and then you have the memory of being shot to death. They
Yeah.
clash, which is what causes the headache, and you lose a sanity point.
Mhm.
Vinny, you're actually fine. You're still the most
Joan
sane
will turn to
person in
that
the...
page and fill out what happened to previous her. Like, that's what happened to that Joan.
Okay.
Aha.
And how does Vinny take it? That
So I mean, Vinny succeeded, didn't he? So
Yeah, you still have both memories.
he
Of-
just suddenly remembers the
Yep.
killing Joan. It's like,
You have a little bit of a headache, but you're able to kind of separate the two memories from each other and realize that they happened at two separate points in time.
it's just like, I've done it before. I'll do it again. Don't try me.
I don't think we should go after the kid either. I mean, we have no proof that it would solve anything, and I'm not cool with just killing an a potentially innocent person in the hope, quote unquote, that it solves a problem.
We know who our target is,
We just have to find him.
and that's why we need Minerva.
Do you really think she'll know?
No.
I doubt she will,
know where
but she'll
Xander-
figure it out. She is the only
See-
person I can trust in this whole damn timeline.
But how can you trust her if she doesn't know who you are?
You don't
This
think
is
she
where
should
you-
be curious? She'll learn?
This
If
is
you don't
where your
find her,
logic
I'll
falls
find her
apart. See, she's
Okay, if you
not-
find her again, you'll die.
Joan, what
Then
was
it's
your
better you go
comment?
instead.
You said she was how old again?
18. Give or take.
And she was how old in our timeline? A fair bit older than that.
It doesn't
Do you
matter.
think she knows nearly as much as she would?
No, she absolutely will not. But
Then what do you
it's
hope?
the same Minerva. Smart, cunning. If anyone will figure this out, she will.
I
Just,
feel
Anyone who
slightly
knows the
insulted
rules of
by
this.
that situation, by that statement.
would you like a
I
GM...
trust you as far as I can throw you.
Would you like a GM intrusion for something, or do you want to try to figure this out on your own?
I won't say no.
No, I think we're good.
No.
Okay.
It's mostly just characters arguing.
Okay. I will not mention the thing then.
Okay, we can go find Minerva. Where do we even begin? Knocking on her front door is not a good idea, even if it's me or Joan.
I mean,
Do we
what
know if
is-
she has a job? Does she have a hobby?
One of us could wait around town until she appears. Oh wait,
That's
No, we can't.
no, but we can wait. Around her house.
Like stake it
You're-
out?
suggesting to do the same thing I did.
Yes, but not attack her.
I didn't fucking. Ah.
Sure you didn't. Sure you didn't.
Fine. We can stake out her house.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
If you must talk with her, I still think I could figure out what to do. But
Then
since you
do
insist,
that.
Okay. Do
So
you?
I think we've agreed.
All right. Need another naturalist roll from Joan and or Vinny.
Vinny will try. Hey, that's a good one.
that's the same as last time.
Dirty
Okay.
20.
So yeah, you're able to find your way to the Baker estate without too much trouble, avoiding a couple of people from the asylum along the way. You end
Like
up-
as in
Wait.
guards?
yeah,
Okay.
orderlies that are patrolling the woods. So you managed just right outside of here. Ping and Joan, actually in particular, give me discipline checks.
Not suspicious at all.
15.
Okay.
19.
So with 15 to 19, you both feel suddenly very cold. And you have flashbacks to that house on the hill when you first came to Doublegate, where you found the music box and the book. And don't quite get the headache, but you feel very, very disturbed and uncomfortable. And you both lose a sanity. Puts Joan down to 3 and Ping down
Yeah.
to 4.
Sadly,
Yep.
Joan cannot have any higher than.
So
What am I at now?
Ping is at
I think 4.
4.
Okay.
So yeah, you just feel very, very uneasy. You have a bad feeling about being here that you can't really explain.
I
Right.
hate this place.
So, Vinny suggests they stick to the woods, like with enough view of the front yard, but Vinny's like not gonna get any closer.
Okay. Everybody roll blend in.
So glad Lenny's not here right now. Yes!
8.
25.
56.
Okay.
8.
So Joan and Vinny, you're able to sneak around just fine. Ping, you stand out like a sore thumb. Fortunately, you're on the road because you're not really sure that you're behind a tree or on the road or where you are exactly. So you kind of wander down the road, and you hear footsteps and people talking, and somebody going, "Hello there."
Hi. Hello.
Did you forget to direct the blind one? And Joe talked to Vinny.
So a man approaches. You can tell by the voice and the steps and everything. It's probably male. Walks up to you and says, "Yeah, hello there. Are you lost?"
I am very lost. I was looking for the baker's estate.
Oh, well then you're not lost. This is the baker's estate.
Oh,
Uh,
fantastic.
my name's Thomas Baker. How can I help you?
I am Ping. My name is Ping. So nice to meet you, and I am a renowned clairvoyant.
Give me a charm roll.
Spiritualism was very popular in this time period.
Best lie. 10 out of 10. What a lie again.
17.
17. He's like, renowned clairvoyant. I've never heard of a Ping. You must be from far out of town.
Canada. I'm from Canada.
Wow, that is far.
Yes.
Oh, what brings you all the way down here from Canada, and why are you looking for us?
I had a vision, a spiritual vision, because when I lost my sight, I gained a spiritual sense, and I was told to find the bakers and to find a young, it's an M name. All they gave me was an M.
Like, okay. Not 100% sure I believe your story. Maybe if you could, give me an example of your abilities here. I mean, you could have heard our name from town. Our family's pretty well known around these parts.
Oh, well, that's fair, sir. Absolutely. I am very new in town, just got in yesterday. And from what the spirits are telling me, I know that just the other day, your daughter experienced something traumatic. But she isn't too scared because she's in love with somebody. Oh, someone not too far away. His name begins with an X. Does the daughter's name start with an M, sir?
It does. That does sound
possible?
about
Is she
right.
in love? Is she betrothed?
She is engaged. Tell me more about this traumatic experience.
A monster. I'm seeing a monster.
It's like
She was able to defend herself from this monster, and unfortunately it got away, but
it's like
it attacked her.
We haven't talked about that in town yet, so there's no way you would have known that unless you really did see it. So,
Yeah.
all right, I guess I believe you. Her name's Minerva. Now, what about her? You said you had a vision about us?
Yes, I'm concerned. I mean, if monsters are coming after her, I must teach her how to protect herself.
Well, we've done a pretty fair job at that. She's a crack shot. I was actually going to comment that you might not want to be going through these woods by yourself because of this. Our guess was it was a giant bear. She said it was talked, so we're not really sure what it was. But it's like I don't really believe in monsters necessarily, but
I have many spiritual protectant on me.
Okay, well,
Is that like insect repellent?
Yes.
we've got men out patrolling the woods for this animal or monster, whatever it is. But you know, we can never have too much protection. So sure, come on to the house. I'll let you do your thing. Do you charge? By the day, or how do we pay you? Ruin your face.
Please.
By the day is adequate. I'm a humble sort.
He's like, okay. He pulls out
$2.50.
a money clip, and which has quite a lot of money on it. You can't see this, but you do hear flipping of a large number of bills. And he says, how much do you charge per day?
Ping doesn't. Can I roll education of like what would be appropriate amount back then?
Yes, and I'm actually also going to look up.
Because I don't know.
Because like
50
an
bucks. No.
for an hour session with a spiritualist now, it would be like 120.
Yeah.
That's normal.
About
Okay.
$10 at most. 9, 8.
But from
8,
a
10.
traveling one, from like
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's why I
feel
said
like
$2.50.
So $1 in 1920 is about $12 to $13 today.
Okay.
I was
Oh,
right.
my-
$2.50.
Let me roll my education. An 11.
Hello there.
Okay. So with an 11, you know that $1 today in 1920 is worth about, we'll say, comparing it to modern money just for the sake of ease instead of having to figure out 3636 money.
I'll figure out credits.
So the actual number player knowledge is $12. Character knowledge, you think it's somewhere between $5 and $20 of what you think of money in terms of their $1. That's the range that you have.
Okay, but I know she's wealthy, right? Like I know she comes from money.
Yes, the Bakers
Yes.
are well known for being wealthy. They're almost as wealthy as the Clarks.
Okay. $10.
So that would be okay. He's like $10.
Really good.
All right, that
Okay.
seems reasonable enough. Do you need a room for the night?
I actually prefer to spend my time in the woods, convening with the spirits at night.
Well, I wouldn't recommend that. It's pretty dangerous out there with this beast, but you're a grown lady. Obviously, you can do whatever you like.
Darn right I
Hell.
am.
Come on into the house, and he just kind of chuckles and goes, "Yeah, my daughter's gonna like you."
Oh, wonderful. I'm so happy. And
That sounds
Ping
like
is
something
going
she
to
would
turn
say.
my head in the direction of, like, once he's walking away, turn my head in the direction of the woods and just go.
That's amazing. Yeah, so he leads you into the house, and it's very, very nice. You can tell, obviously not from sight, but you can tell by the scent of the house, the fact that you're standing on very plush carpet, and just the
Does it
different
smell like
sounds that you hear.
mahogany?
Not quite mahogany, but it does have that
Damn it.
distinct like wood smell.
Mahogany.
Mahogany.
And as you enter the home, you do hear a younger sounding familiar voice of Minerva and the clattering of footsteps. It sounds like boots on hardwood coming downstairs.
Is
And
this
she goes,
young Minerva?
Yep, that's me. That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Oh, I never could, madam. Or miss. I guess miss would be more appropriate. Miss.
Yeah, technically it's Miss.
Yeah. Trying to think how to address this. I was just I was just speaking with your kind, I assume it's her father.
Mm-hmm.
Father here, and I hear that you had a run-in recently with something quite frightening.
Yeah, it was like this. I mean, it was dark, and he had this hooded robe on. It was like some sort of like rat person monk.
Gross.
Yeah, it was super gross. They knew my name, and then they tried to grab me. It was really bizarre. I think they might have been from the asylum.
Mm. Well, uh, as I was telling your father, I'm a renowned spiritual clairvoyant medium. And
Do another charm roll for that one.
oh great. Does she count as as an academic?
Um, yes.
Thank
Yes, good.
God. 19.
Okay. She's like, oh, okay. I mean, I don't really believe in that stuff myself, but I try to keep an open mind.
Well, you were just attacked by giant rat man, so you know.
Fair point.
And I was actually directed here by the spirits to assist you
I'm waiting
Oh.
for the phrase spirit guides.
in this trying time.
Well, that sounds great.
Is there a private room I could speak to you?
Sure, we could go to my bedroom. And she runs back up the stairs.
I'll use my sight cane and do the best I can.
Okay. As she hears the stick going, she's like, "Oh, right, you're blind. Here, let me help you." And she comes down and takes your arm and leads you up there.
Oh, thank you. You're so sweet.
And you hear from down in the down further in the stairs, Thomas calling out and going, "All right, well, I'm gonna go back out and help the boys hunt the woods, and we'll try to shoot whatever this thing is. Hopefully, we'll get rid of this threat to the town."
I'm going to yell
have
down,
fun.
make sure you make a ton of noise going through the woods. These kinds of monsters are terrified of that.
Kind of scratches his head. He's like, "That seems kind of counterproductive."
Monsters are backwards.
Do
So
another
backwards.
another charm roll on that one.
I'm just trying to keep them alive. 26.
It's like,
Funnily
But hey,
enough,
you're-
Vinny is going to survive. I'm not too sure about Joan.
so that seems counterproductive, but hey, you're the expert, so I'll go tell the boys to make a lot of racket.
Hell yeah. No,
Maybe we just-
Oh my gosh.
We can just scare this thing out of town.
Awesome. Okay.
And on that note, we will head back over to Vinny and Joan. Give me hearing checks.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's 14 plus.
24.
21 and 24.
Show my work.
So you both hear heavy footsteps approaching, and two they sound like farmhand type people from their conversation and their tone of voice. You hear them kind of clomping through the woods, and they're coming up on your location. What do you do?
Vinny's gonna climb up the tree.
Okay, give me a nimbleness check. Joan, what are you gonna do?
Joan is going to try and hide.
Okay, give me a blend in
What?
roll.
Ooh.
12 plus.
27.
Okay. 27.
25.
All right. So as they're walking along, one of them looks up and sees Vinny up in
Oh,
the tree.
shit.
The other one looks over and sees Joan.
Are you kidding?
Are you? Wait!
Hold on.
What was your roll again,
What?
Joan? 27?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
25.
Okay, sorry. They don't see Joan. That one doesn't see Joan. The other one definitely sees Vinny, though. So his full attention is on Vinny, and he pulls out.
I'm sorry, but 25 is still.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was splitting it up. So one sees Vinny, the other does not see Joan. But the one that does see Vinny pulls out a shotgun, cocks it, and points it at Vinny up in the tree, and then nudges his buddy, like, "He's up there." Vinny, you see them pointing a gun at you. You're up in a tree. What do you do? You just raise your hands. Is that all you're doing?
It's
Can
like,
their attention is on Vinny, right?
Yes, their full attention is on Vinny.
sorry, I was
Nice.
just trying to
Can Joe
make sure
just
my traveling partner. Hold on, I'm talking. Let me talk.
Well, hold on.
Attention's on Vinny. Okay. It's like, sorry, I was making sure my traveling partner got to the house proper.
Do a charm roll.
Oh shit.
Good luck. Joan, while Vinny is talking, what were you wanting to do?
Can Joe just kind of like get the hell out of there?
Yeah. You can move slowly or without having to roll. If you want to move quickly, then just do another blend in check.
Yeah. Joe's gonna just slowly back away.
Okay.
I don't have a reroll, do I?
No, but I do.
You have a Phoenix down. Gwen has a reroll and a switch. Lisa has a reroll. I have a reroll and a switch.
Guess you rolled a nat one.
Oh, let's.
Yeah.
Do you want my reroll?
That might be a good idea.
Hey, April.
Hi, April.
That might be a good idea, because Vinny's about
Hello
to get
there.
dead. Real
Vinny
dead.
can have my reroll.
Okay.
Ro-
Oh,
No
I
one can
wish
have my
I
reroll.
had the +10 about right now.
I am so not worried about Vinny at
Oh
all
my
because of the
gosh.
Phoenix down. Just saying.
No! What the hell? You guys, okay.
Did you
Take
just
the
roll another
reroll.
one?
Take
I
the
rolled
reroll.
another one!
Oh God.
Yeah, take my reroll as well.
Okay.
How does that happen? Oh no! No.
Anything but a one
Oh
is
no!
fine in this.
So,
I'm gonna call it interference that time.
thank you so much for that cheer of 100 bits. That is, you can gift
Yay.
+5 temp HP to a character. Vinny, yep, I was going to say that seems kind of obvious at the moment. So, Vinny, you have 5 extra health points. You're probably going to need them.
I'm calling it interference because I hit a pencil, but it rolled 1. Again, this is a different die. But I'm calling that interference, okay? Can we agree that that's okay?
Yeah.
Given the fact that that would be 3 nat 1s in a row, yes, you can call that interference and
Oh
reroll
my
that.
God.
We can call that divine interference. I mean,
Or infernal. One of the two.
Did you
Oh
roll
no!
another nat one?
No, it's fine. This is fine.
What did you
This
roll?
is fine. I got 18, but I've got -4.
So it's a 14?
It's 14.
Which is fine.
Unless I have a +10, but I don't.
They go,
This is
uh-huh.
fine.
Yeah, I'm not buying that for a second. You're one of them, asylum escapees. You better come down out of that tree right now. And they've got 2 shotguns trained on you. Quick reminder.
He is going to come down.
Okay, so you managed to climb down.
Guns blazing, so to speak.
No,
Okay.
he's
Aw.
smart. He's smart.
Quick reminder and explanation, since we had a lot of viewers join us just recently. So the 3 rolls and everything that we were talking about, if you look in the bottom right-hand corner, there's different ways that you can affect the story. And a quick reminder to the players, Gwen, and yeah, it is just Gwen. Gwen currently has a switch, which means that any action that another player or one of the NPCs takes, Gwen could say, switch that action to something else. So that is one of the newer ones that we just introduced. But the rest of them are right down there in the corner if you are curious about those. So yeah, Gwen, you do still have that switch. And Rowan, you've got the Phoenix down. So
I'm waiting for the magic words to use it.
all right. So yeah, they've got you at gunpoint, and they go, all right, what are you doing sneaking around these woods? For real this time. The truth.
You can't handle the truth.
I think you're frozen there, Rowan, or muted. Video's kind of going in and out.
I'm muted.
Okay.
It's okay. I'm trying to think about what he's saying. Vinny is trying to decide if playing the Nutter is a better idea, or yeah, he's I'm trying to solve a murder. His accent's terrible.
Thank you so much, Gwen, for the $5 donation. Thank you so much.
You know what I'm going to say. Plus 10 for Vinny.
All right, so Vinny's got a plus 10. So you're just saying that what was that again?
Trying to solve a mystery or a murder.
Okay, roll charm again.
Oh fuck!
You're lying through your teeth.
I sure is, partner. I sure is.
10 out of 10 would accent again.
Okay. Okay.
A 6. Okay. So they go, right, solve a murder. More like cause a murder. All right, you're coming with us. We're going to take you back to the asylum. And they start motioning you to go towards the house.
Towards the house?
Yeah. And you've still got 2 shotguns trained on you.
Nice!
Says, ain't the asylum that way?
Well, we're going to take you to the house, load you up in the wagon, and drive you over there. Don't want you getting out, running off.
Does Joan hear any of this?
Yeah, you can hear all of this.
Nice.
Does Joan do anything about it?
Not yet.
All right, so they lead you off towards the house. Takes a little bit to get there, but you're met by Thomas Baker coming towards.
Can Joan silently, follow them?
Yes, give me another blend in roll.
Mm, 17.
17. You try to sneak behind them and follow, and you step on a twig, and there's a
Would you like my
loud.
plus 10?
for keeping Vinny on. Oh wait, Vinny's not
I-
a Phoenix. I mean, sure.
I will
Okay,
gift you.
it's 27.
Hold on. Well, you can do that, or I will give you my reroll if you'd like, Gwen.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
re-roll that.
Oh god.
I don't need the rerolls quite as much.
Ooh.
But I am-
23.
Okay. So you start to follow them, and you're doing a pretty good job being sneaky. And just as you're about to take your next step, you notice there's a big twig with a bunch of dry leaves hanging off of it, and you pull your foot back just in time to not make any noise, and you manage to quietly sneak behind them. So Thomas finally catches up to you, and you're in front of the house. And Thomas goes, "So this is the monster, huh?" And throws back Vinny's hood.
Oh shit.
Goes, "Whoa! Jeez, what is that?" Does Vinny say anything?
You could monster it up.
Now that's just rude.
Oh my god. On that
Oh,
note,
I
we're
love
going to
it.
do another sub giveaway. While I think of what response to give to that.
This is a mess and I love it.
We
Mhm.
knew
So
it was
great.
going to
Same.
be. We knew it was gonna
Same.
be. He's a Mad
I mean, there's a
Max
Phoenix
renegade.
down.
A
Not
Mad
too
Max.
terribly word.
Hey, congratulations, Von Scred.
Oh, this is a Mad Max style renegade. Rat man from the future.
Welcome to the Black
Great
Feather
at
Guild.
bounty hunting.
Vons, if you are in chat, just let us know how you would like to distribute that $5. You can choose from a plus 10 to a player or any combination of the lower ones. Lurk mode off, I guess I've been discovered. Yes.
We have you in our sights.
So yeah, Von's good. So that with the subscription that you were gifted, that gives you $5 to put towards perks or monkey wrenches that you can throw in the plans. So you can gift a player a plus 10, which is practically an auto success, or you can break it up. There's $1 bonuses, $2 bonuses, and $3 bonuses, or $3 more of a bonus / monkey wrench depending on who you give it to. So just let us know in chat how you'd like to distribute those. And so yeah, as you say, that's just rude. Thomas just kind of squints his eyes at you and goes, "Huh, you sound normal enough. Why do you look like a rat?"
Hold on. Like, oh, Mama drank a lot while I was in the womb.
What did she drink? He says mostly to himself. Ping.
Real bad moonshine.
Ping, give me a quick hearing check to see if you hear any of the commotion that's going on outside.
$12.
12? Just at like RNG, so I'll split. Okay. How would you like to split it up? With a 12, you don't really hear anything, but you're having a delightful conversation with Minerva. What do you say when you finally get to Minerva's room?
So are we like in private now?
Yes, you are in private now.
So Minerva, it's lovely to meet you finally. The spirits have told me so much about you.
Okay, interesting. What do these spirits say? You can tell that she's
Well,
still
they tell-
skeptical, but she has an open mind.
Okay. They tell me that you are a smart woman. You're very science-minded. Trying to think about, like, the Minerva I know. You're in love. He is also very scientifically minded. Perhaps he has some things he believes and holds in his head and his heart that you aren't ready to face or be comfortable with.
Huh. Not that I know of. We're just planning on getting married probably the next couple years.
His family runs the asylum, doesn't it?
Yeah. His dad, Xavier, runs the asylum. They're the ones that
And
built it.
he's studying medicine as well, yes?
I'm not really sure what he studies over there. Some kind of science. I haven't really been up there to see the asylum and stuff. He just kind of studies with his dad, and I think it's some sort of like brain science.
Great. Okay. Try and decide if I want to like go balls to the wall with this. I understand you had a run-in with that monster. Can we talk about that for a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I pretty much told you everything already. It kind of was stalking me in the woods, and then it said my name, and then it's crazy. Whatever he is, he said he's from the future, and I was the only one he could trust. But then when I wouldn't go with him, he tried to grab me.
Yeah. How do you believe he learned your name?
I don't know. I mean, not exactly unknown around town. Could have got my name from anybody, really.
And the from the future part, how do you feel about that?
I assume that's why he's in the asylum.
Okay. Yeah, screw it. Minerva, I need you to listen to me very carefully.
Okay.
That monster, his name is Vinny. Yes, he is a giant rat man.
So the spirits told you his name?
Actually, he told me his name. You see, Vinny and I, and some others, we are from the future.
Give me a speech roll.
God damn it.
Let's see if you can convince Minerva.
That I'm from the fucking future, okay?
Yep.
13.
13.
Take my plus 10.
Okay, I'll take it. 23.
Okay. Okay, with the 23, she still looks a bit skeptical. So she's like, 23, or not 23, so, from the future. That's a lot to take in, but
Yes, it is.
I mean, I suppose it could be possible.
I'm
There
not
are
a
an awful lot of
spiritualist.
coincidences.
Yeah, I'm not a spiritualist. I'm a doctor. And when I say I'm from the future, I mean thousands of years. But Minerva, the thing is, thousands of years from now, I know you.
She just kind of goes, now you're just pulling my leg. I'm not going to be alive in thousands of years. Trying to tell me they figured out how to make humans live for thousands of years but can't cure blind people?
They did not. You we're, the thing is, your future husband is going to soon be experimenting and tampering with something that is going to cause a great fracture. It'll affect the entire world. And
See,
because of it, people like me and my friend Vinny will exist.
She's like, I'm not sure if I believe all of that, but there's clearly something going on, and I don't think you're crazy.
Well, thank you.
So, I'll try to talk to Xander and maybe
No,
drop
no, no,
some.
no. You need to leave Xander out of this.
But you just said he's gonna find some research that's gonna be bad.
He is, but the problem is, the Xander from my time period is currently here as well.
So, my Xander is alive in the future too.
Yes. Not for lack of trying.
What's that mean?
Well, he's done some bad things, and we were trying to stop him.
But Xander wouldn't
And-
hurt a fly.
Yeah, that's...
He's actually quite gentle.
Maybe your Xander wouldn't, but something happened to this version of him.
Okay, and this
And that's
version of
why
him's running around town now?
As far as we know, yes. And that's why we needed to speak to you, because in our timeline, you're very clever, you're very smart. And if anybody can help us find Bad Xander, it's you.
She kind of gets a cocky smirk and goes, well, good to know I don't lose anything in the future.
Oh, you gain it. You gain it.
Like,
You get it, girl.
Get it, girl.
Well, I mean, all I know about is current Xander, and he sounds, this crazy version of him sounds nothing like the one that I know, so I'm not sure how I can help you, but, I mean, I suppose I could help you look.
Fantastic. So, we need to keep this ruse up. Of course, for everyone else, I am a spiritualist. I
Okay.
am guiding you in your time of need. But the thing is, I need to get you to my friends.
Okay.
And I think they're in the woods. And I promise Vinny will not
Oh,
touch you
hell.
ever again.
If they're in the woods, that's where all Daddy's men are. Yeah, we better get down there quick.
Okay. Lead the
Um,
way.
So Minerva quickly goes to her closet and starts redressing into something different. Knowing that you're blind, she just disrobes right there and completely changes her outfit.
Go off, girl. Can I ask her if she has any tinted like writing glasses? Because Ping's tired of the blindfold.
She's like, I don't, but I think I know where some are in the house. I'll go get them for you.
Thank you.
But she changes into something more like the future Minerva outfit. It's they're brown leather riding pants and sort of 20 style button-up shirt. It's probably actually a man's shirt, but she's repurposed it for her outfit. And a brown leather vest with a bandolier that goes across her shoulder, like across her chest. And she grabs one of those old Winchester repeaters. So it's the, I think, 45 caliber. Has the lever that you push down to cock it, and little port on the side where you push the bullets in.
I'll take your
see him in a
word
lot
for
of
it.
see him in a lot of Western movies.
Oh, okay.
So she grabs that and puts it into like a holster on her back. While all that's going on, going back to Vinny and Joan. Um, so,
I
uh,
think you mean to say just Vinny.
where is Joan?
Joan is still outside, so
Is Joan still continuing to stay close enough to watch and listen, or has Joan
I wouldn't
split?
say close enough to watch and listen, but not close enough to listen, but close enough to watch.
Okay, okay. Um, so Vinny, when you say she drank a lot, it's like
Bad moonshine.
that must have been some hella moonshine. Well, not to worry, we'll take you back to the hospital. They'll get you all fixed up. Um, and so they pull the wagon
Now-
around.
I should say I'm actually from Canada.
Charm roll.
I got in yesterday. Got lost in the woods and saw a young lady. Tried asking for help. She ended up screaming at my face. I get that a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine. She tells the story a little bit different. Give me either charm or I'll let you do speech if that's any better, because you are mostly telling the truth. You're just flavoring it a little bit differently.
Uh-huh. I will take speech. Because I don't think I've got minuses to speech. Oh, this is so much better. Okay, it's +3, not -4, so I'll take it.
Okay. And what do you get with your roll?
Okay, it is 22.
Okay. You actually convince him that that's the truth. He's not quite sure about the whole Canada business, but he does believe that that maybe you aren't actually from the asylum, that you're, just a traveler who got hit with the fugly stick really hard.
Really hard.
Says, okay, well, there's still the matter of you, trying to grab my daughter, and but as you can imagine, I don't take
Mighty
kindly to
sorry
that.
for that. I didn't want to cause a fuss when she started screaming and fired at me the first time.
Okay. He seems to be kind of thinking about this, considering his options and what he
I
should do
guess I
with you.
startled her real bad. I
It's like-
can't blame her.
She doesn't usually
I-
startle like
I
that too much.
Can't blame her.
This accent. Okay. So about the time that you're having that conversation, Minerva and Ping come out the front door.
Here he is, like,
So Minerva goes,
Well, Ping can't
"Oh!
see you. What do you want from me?
Oh, you found him." And she's kind of like saying, like, "You found the person in the woods that they were looking for, and now he's
Oh.
standing in front of us."
Oh, yes.
I came to apologize about the mighty startle.
And Minerva kind of leans over to Ping and whispers, like, "Are you sure this guy's okay?"
I mean, sure, yeah.
That's not very convincing.
He's helped me before. He's hauled my blind ass around, so, like, he's fine. He wouldn't hurt you on purpose.
How did he lift a blind donkey?
You know, honey, don't worry about it. And he is very
right.
strong.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's him. And I understand. No harm done. Sorry that I shot at you. And clearly this was a misunderstanding. And I'm going to roll for Minerva to see how Minerva does.
Oh my gosh.
For those wondering on the stream, this is what Minerva looks like. And we're going to roll Charm, which she's actually pretty decent at. That's a 26 on Charm for Minerva. So, yep, everybody believes that story, no problem. And Thomas goes, oh, well, I guess it was just a big misunderstanding then. Well, I'll go round up the boys and you're free to go on your way. I just might want to. You know what? Let's get you some different clothes. Maybe a better hat or a hood or something that can.
Mighty appreciated.
He's like, I mean, I don't mean to be rude, but nobody wants to see that, and you might startle some folks. So, come on over here, and he takes you to one of the garden sheds where they've got some different outfits. There's various sizes of dark colored blue jeans. They're a little thicker than like modern style and more like work pants. But they're denim, and there's some like button-up shirts, and then it's like, now what to do about the face? I
got some of these. He pulls out the bandages
he's like,
that he
Ah,
took
that-
from
that-
Pink's back.
that might scare people just as
because
much.
They were taken out.
He says, "Oh, I know," and he goes and finds it's kind of a cross between like having a handkerchief tied around your face and a surgeon's mask type thing. So, here, we use this when we're gardening sometimes. That'll cover up most of your face, and then you can just here's a hat, and he hands you a hat that kind of low brim that you can pull down. It's like that. This way you won't startle folks so much.
Mighty mighty appreciated.
Paige just says under her breath, "Oh my God, why are you talking like that?"
Joan,
Because
you
if
see
he
all this
spoke
going on.
with his accent, they would immediately peg him bad.
Can Joan be sneaking around to Minerva's window?
It's a second floor window, but you can move over to that part of the house, and evens or odds there, Gwen. Which would you prefer?
Odds.
Yep, there is one of those cliche. What are they called? Is it a trellis? Yeah, that goes up the brick wall up to that window.
Nice.
Bandit starter kit instead of just the face.
Yep.
Yep.
It's better than a rat mug. So.
Yep. So Joan, do you try to climb this trellis?
Well, Joan, this is what's going on in Joan's mind right now. Joan seeing this is like, they're eventually gonna go back to Minerva's room, knowing them. So I'm just going to wait.
Joan.
So you're gonna wait right outside the trellis?
Yeah.
Okay. So Ping, Minerva looks to you and goes, "Okay, well, we should probably make sure that this man gets back to town, okay? Did you said you needed to go somewhere, right? Can I help guide you there?"
Absolutely. You could absolutely guide me to that place we were talking about.
Okay. So Thomas looks at Ping and at Minerva and goes, like, "Are you two up to something? Did you already do your thing with the house to put the protections up?"
Yes.
Roll charm. And I'm gonna have Minerva help you.
Oh God, 9.
Oh, let's hope Minerva's good at helping you. Yes, between the two of you,
Good.
you convinced
God.
Thomas. And so Minerva, Ping, and Vinny, you are free to leave. Ping and Vinny, you don't know where Joan is.
So Vinny, I guess he
Excuse
waits
me.
until they're out of earshot of Thomas. And then he
Okay.
leans over and is like, I have no fucking clue where Joan is.
Of course you don't. Okay. She's smart. Maybe she'll follow us. Did she get captured with you?
No,
She bolted, didn't she?
I don't know.
Well, she's smart.
Absolutely.
Well,
Oh, I wish I had my gun. I'd shoot her again.
well, let's hold off on that.
Who are we shooting? This is Minerva.
Hopefully no one. No one, right, Vinny?
I don't have a gun, so all
Yeah.
signs point to no.
Question: how far are they from Joan right now? That's the question.
Out of earshot and no line of sight.
Wonderful, wonderful. This is perfect.
Yep. Joan is on the back side of the house. They're all in the front, and they're moving away from the house.
Can Ping start singing an improvised song loud enough that maybe Joan will get the idea?
No,
follow
no.
them?
Joan will be where she is for like 5 minutes, and then wonder what's going on and what's taking them so long, and then
Okay.
just move back to where she was.
Okay, give me another blend-in roll, Joan.
Awesome. Because Joan wouldn't be there for like more than 5 minutes before getting impatient.
Okay.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay. Using your reroll.
Oh, that's much better. That's a 23.
Okay. With 23, you, let's see. That person didn't see you. Okay. That person definitely didn't see you. Okay. So used your reroll. So you make it back to the front of the house. By the time you get there, you don't see any sign of Vinny, Ping, or Minerva. Give me a quick hearing check.
What? Oh.
That's
Here.
never a good sound.
Excuse
I keep forgetting where hearing is. There it is.
Do you need a hearing aid?
10. It's a 10.
That was terrible, Rowan, and I'm so proud of you. 10, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you are sneaking along, you hear some crickets chirping. You hear the wind blowing through the trees. There's a little insect that's buzzing by your ear, and you just hear this. Bzzz.
Did they say where? Would Joan know where they're going?
Roll gut feeling.
I see this going terribly.
I'm gonna laugh my butt off if both of your characters get caught.
Joan's not getting caught. That's not gonna happen. That's a 15.
You have a passing thought maybe they'd go back to the clearing?
Mm.
Thank you so much for those 200 bits.
Mm.
Thank you very much. Joan, for a reroll,
Yeah.
I'm assuming?
Joan's gonna need it. Okay.
All right.
Joan's going
Okay.
to try and look for tracks or whatever that they might have that might
Okay.
tell her where they're going.
Do a naturalist roll.
Yes. Ooh, yes. 21.
21. Okay. You do see the tracks of everybody leading into the estate, so you can tell you're following the tracks that you all had left before. And you do notice some footprints heading off in the opposite direction. It looks like it might be Benny and Ping heading off that way.
Nice. Joan's gonna follow that.
Okay. Give me another hearing check.
Please. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
Using up them rerolls like they're.
Burning through the rerolls tonight.
Oh.
That's yeah. Yeah.
What? Hold on. What?
It was a nat one. On the reroll. So as you go to listen out to see if you can hear, you lose your balance and you face plant in the dirt. So you're now face down in the ground. And a few moments later, you feel a heavy hand, grabbing you by the collar. Going, what are you doing sneaking around here?
That makes no sense.
Makes total sense. You've been
it
followed for a
doesn't.
while.
You've been being followed for a little while.
Been being followed.
Been being followed.
Somebody from the house saw you. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
April
I have
has-
an idea.
Has very
I have an
kindly
idea.
gifted
I
you
have
another
an
reroll.
Switch.
There you go. Okay. So instead of grabbing you by the collar, they yell out from about 10 feet away and go, "Hey, you there! What are you doing sneaking around these woods?"
Joan is going to run.
Okay, give me a nimbleness roll to see how well you can pick yourself
Nice.
up off the ground and make a run for it. And you do still have one reroll.
Gonna use that reroll.
Okay.
That is much better. That's a 30.
30, yeah. You pick yourself up and you bolt. You hear some shouting behind you and some footsteps trying to follow you, but you're just way too fast and you manage to lose this guy. Downside is you lose yourself as well. You're not quite sure where you're at the moment.
At least it's not Vinny this time.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair. So, what do? You look around, you're not quite sure where you are.
Can I try and see? Let's see. Hmm. Do I know the area? Probably not.
Nope.
No. You can roll naturalist to try to find your way back.
Yeah, that's what Joan would do. That's exactly what Joan would do. Nat 20.
Fantastic. You know exactly where you are, and you're able to find your way back to the clearing without any problems. So, you're back at the clearing. We'll pan over to Vinny and Minerva and Ping. Where do you go? Do you actually go back to the clearing? Or do you go to the road? Where are you all going?
I mean, the clearing would make the most sense right now,
Mm-hmm.
where we can discuss things away from the town, away from people.
Yeah.
I have to dodge apparently a couple of employees of the asylum, but with Minerva there, that helps.
Yeah.
Yes, that does lend you a certain credibility.
Yep.
Okay, so you make it to the clearing, and you find Joan there. A little out of breath, but otherwise fine. A little dirt on the face. There.
Okay, so Vinny, just so you know, she knows
Knows what?
where we're from.
And she believed you?
I am a very eloquent speaker, Vinny.
Well, fuck you.
Okay, I got her here, and she's believing us. I don't see. I think this is a win.
I got shot in the gut for you.
For me, no, I told you not to go there. So like, don't even pretend you did some heroic dive in front of me. Shit, no. You got shot. Period. End of sentence.
Nani?
I would have shot you too, but I'm not good with guns.
You don't even like guns.
Exactly, and I probably would have shot myself instead.
Minerva's just like, yeah, I'd say sorry for shooting you, but it'd be a lie, because you were
Yeah,
kind
don't
of super
apologize.
creepy. But, I mean, I probably won't shoot you now, if that's any consolation.
Thanks.
You know.
Anyway, Joan, you sound out of breath. You good?
Yeah. Yeah, fine.
Okay. Well, like I said, she knows where we're from. I've told her about the two Xanders.
Did you mention that the weird one that got in jail?
I mentioned I have several companions. I have priorities right now.
Minerva just kind of
And
looks at
whose
Joan and
fault
goes,
that she's in prison?
you know, to be
Mine,
fair,
technically.
all y'all are pretty weird to me, so that doesn't exactly narrow it down.
Yes, she has a point.
Well, this one's a bit weirder than most.
Hey, fuck you. She's nice.
She is nice.
Okay, and she's in jail?
Yeah, because I stole, and she got caught.
Why were you stealing?
I needed supplies, and we don't have any money. Our money is no good in your time. We don't have... I mean, I have cash now. Your dad was nice enough to pay me.
Roll speech. Real quick, just to... Shouldn't be too hard. Just to convince Minerva that your intentions for stealing were honorable,
13.
so to speak. So 13.
Can somebody, like, show her... Like, do we have physical credits?
Yeah,
yeah.
they're cards probably.
Yeah, it can be... in the future, there's a few different formats. There's like a debit card, and there's also like paper money. We'll say some of you have
Okay.
some paper money.
Joan would have paper money, definitely.
Joan, show her what we use for currency.
This is what we use for currency, and player doesn't remember the year, but Joan would.
3036? Isn't it?
30,
36,
36.
36.
3636.
Okay. So she'll take a look at it and go, "Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. This looks like some sort of prop from a play." All right. Well, I can probably clear that up. Um. How much stuff did you steal?
I mean, not that much. I didn't wipe him clean or anything. He can still easily care for his own patients.
It's like, oh, you stole from Dr. Warren. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And she pulls out a little purse, like sort of like a clutch, out of her own bag, and opens it up and looks at it and goes, "Yeah, I could probably cover whatever that costs. We'll just go into town, and we'll get this all cleared up."
Okay. But since you have all of us here right now, do you have any questions, Minerva?
I have so many questions, but I think they'll have to wait for later because, well, the police chief isn't exactly known for being gentle in his interrogations, so we should probably
Fair.
go get that done fast. One quick second, I'm gonna answer some chat here.
Oh no.
That
Me
makes
being
sense.
a clairvoyant is a lie.
Yeah.
I have no spiritual power, like, at all.
The time travel thing is real though.
Yes.
So this
Yes.
campaign's actually a continuation of last season's, which was set in the future, and they followed the big bad from that campaign into the past here.
We
And now
failed
they're
in
stuck
killing
here.
the big bad.
Yeah.
Well,
And
okay,
God,
then
we
no, I
failed so hard.
succeeded. I succeeded.
We succeeded a
I
couple
killed
of times.
No, we succeeded once. First
One.
time we failed so horribly, it's not even funny.
a couple of the characters at the time had some time rewinding abilities, and so there was a bit of a, like the ending of Clue the movie where one thing happened, but then they rewound it, so there was like, but this is what
Yes.
really happened.
We had a player aligned with the big bad at that time.
Yeah, that was Vinny's sister.
Yeah.
It complicated lots of things.
I think the VOD might still be up for the finale of that one. If you want to check the video sometime, it was a pretty good one. And then April, yeah, definitely. Just let me know when your computer is good to go. Like I was telling Blair, I'd love to get both of you in a game if you'd like. Really, all you need is a webcam and a microphone, and just anything that can connect to the web. So it doesn't even have to be a really high power computer at all. So back into the game. You all start heading towards town, I presume.
Vinny really doesn't want to, but sure.
Okay. We'll pause there and we'll go over to the police building where Alenia is currently handcuffed to a table.
And has the social tact of a mushroom.
It's a very hot room, so it's very uncomfortable. And you've been sitting in there for about an hour with nobody actually coming to talk to you. How's Alenia feeling at the moment?
Let me roll discipline to see how Alenia is feeling at the moment.
All right.
Wait, that was Alenia. Joan. 23. Nice.
3. Okay. So,
So Alenia is basically thinking they're going to come get me eventually. Yeah,
okay.
this is
So
fine.
you're
Everything's
feeling
fine.
like, okay, so you're feeling like they'll come get you eventually. You'll be all right. Okay. So feeling pretty positive despite everything as the police chief comes in and he doesn't really come in gently. The door to the room just flies open and slams into the wall. And he slams it back shut, comes over to the table, slams his fist down on the table, and goes, "All right, we know you bandits were going through town stealing all kinds of stuff. Where are your cronies?"
Now, when you say bandits,
Bandits,
I have
thieves, criminals.
yes, I have no idea where you're getting this idea from.
We have an eyewitness that said you were in the office when it was robbed and that you left with the people that stole them. So where are your friends?
Alinea putting two and two together is like, uh, well, checks flaws. They would be at the Baker estate.
Because why are they going up there to try to steal from the bakers?
No,
All right. Start talking. Why are they going up to the Baker estate?
they're meeting a friend.
Roll speech.
This is going to go well. I'll let roll 20 decide.
Oh goodness.
There we go. 18.
18. Okay, that's not bad. Goes a friend. Jerry, do y'all know the bakers?
Sorta, kinda. We kinda know Minerva.
He just sighs and goes, "Minerva, huh? She causing more trouble in town?"
No.
So, all right, stop making me ask 20 questions here. Just tell me what's going on. If you tell me what's going on, I'll let you go. Because we didn't find any of the doctor stuff on you.
I wasn't in there, so I don't know what they took exactly. But they needed supplies to help our friend because our friend got shot.
This piques his interest. He goes, "Shot? Where was this shooting taking place?"
Not anywhere near here. She lies.
That's not a lie, sort of.
Uh, I'll split the difference. You can roll charm or speech for that one.
They're both one. I'll roll charm.
It's better than -4, okay? It's better than
14.
-4.
That was charm.
He goes, "Uh-huh. Sure, wasn't around here." It's like, now, you better start talking. Like, who are you running with that's doing shooting? This is a calm, peaceful town, and I don't appreciate anybody coming in here, shooting the place up and causing all these disturbances.
Now, we don't have any guns on us.
Then how did your friend get shot? Were you
true.
trying to rob someplace else and then your friend got shot?
I don't know how he got shot. I just know that he got shot.
Roll speech.
Another 14.
He's like, "I don't believe you. You better start telling me a story that I believe." And he just sits down and kind of leans back in his chair. Goes, "It's awful hot in here. We could be here for a long time, or you could be out in the lobby sipping some iced tea. Which one would you rather be doing?" I know which one I'd rather be doing. He's just sort of like
So-
staring at you and like staring into the depths of your soul with his gaze is how intense his gaze is on you.
Well, what? Okay.
So,
Olivia can
Olivia-
call upon the things that I knows about Vinny, that he's a bounty hunter.
Yeah, Olivia's gonna roll gut feeling.
Okay.
19.
What are you wanting to know exactly?
Like how, like how truthful is he that he'll let Olivia go if she tells the truth?
He seems like somebody who would, probably try some intimidation methods of interrogating, but he doesn't seem like somebody that would just lie to you to get the information out of you.
Olivia is going to tell the truth.
Okay. What do you
My
say?
my friend Vinny was trying to talk to Minerva, and Minerva shot him.
Like Minerva shot him?
Yes,
Was your friend acting intimidating or provoking her in any way?
probably.
Probably. You're not giving me a whole lot to go off of here.
I didn't witness it.
Okay, and he pulls out a notebook. It's like a second-hand account. All right. What else can you tell me about this Vinny?
He's big, really big and strong.
Oh God.
Big and strong, okay.
Oh.
Any distinctive
Knowing about
features?
Philip, expected.
Tattoos? Scars? Anything like that?
He, putting this tactfully, he is the sort of person that you would be scared of if you didn't know him.
Like, well, there's not very many I'm scared of. But I'll take that under consideration. He writes it down. Like, okay. So what we have here is your friend stole a bunch of medical supplies to treat your friend, you say here, Vinny, who is a big, strong, intimidating guy who was shot by Minerva for probably provoking her.
Yes, that is
And
correct.
And what is your affiliation with these people?
I have been traveling with them for a while.
For what purpose?
To save the world.
Uh-huh.
Not a lie at all. Not a lie at all.
Save the world, okay. And have you ever been out to the Clark Research Asylum?
Yes.
God damn it.
Yes, okay. Well, you wait here. We'll bring some of that iced tea in here for you. And somebody would be
I
back
thought you
here
said I
to...
could go.
Well, yeah, we'll be sure to let you go. We just got to take care of some paperwork first. You just stay here and we'll enjoy your iced tea and we'll get this all sorted out soon. And he leaves the room. A few minutes later, somebody comes in with a glass of iced tea and a straw, a bendy straw. Not a plastic one, but like it's a glass and it's curved. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
And they set it down and then they leave. And then you don't really hear anything for a while. And then we
Does
will...
Olivia trust this glass of tea?
Yeah, I'm not going to make you roll. The tea is fine. It's just normal iced sweet tea. So, we'll pan back over to Vinny and Ping and Minerva. You're getting into town roughly 30 minutes after Alinea has been given this iced tea. What do you all do?
Well, you're taking the lead, Minerva. What? Do we just go in and pay the doctor?
I mean, yeah, that'd probably be the easiest way to handle it. I can go talk to Dr. Warren and explain the situation um, and pay for the supplies, and then I'm sure he'll drop the charges.
None of us have very much experience with, cops, so we don't really know what to do.
I worked for law enforcement in my time.
Wow.
Mercenary.
Law enforcement must be really different in the future.
It
Anyways,
is.
let's go to the doctor's office, and she starts heading there. She'll walk in and have a conversation with Dr. Warren, and it's like it's probably best if y'all stay outside. So she goes in alone. As you can see her having a conversation, there's some frantic hand gesturing on the part of Dr. Warren, but it seems like Minerva calms him down. She hands him, you see her hand him several bills of money, and she comes out and says, "All right, well, he said he'll go down first thing tomorrow morning and sort this all out and drop the charges."
First thing tomorrow morning doesn't help Linnea.
It's like, yeah, well, I mean, that was the best I could do. I had to pay him double what those supplies were worth just to get him to agree to that. He can
Thank
be
you
a
again for
vindictive.
that.
Joan chimes
Just
in,
kinda shrugs.
Technically, Linnea didn't steal anything.
Well, that's good.
No, but she has the tact of a mushroom. And I'm a rat.
I'm not giving the shit back.
She's, oh yeah, he said you could keep it.
Good.
I mean, I paid him double for it, so
Better.
those kind of prices, yeah, we ought to be able to keep it. He did say don't ever come into his clinic again, unless you're literally on death's door. So maybe give Dr. Warren a wide berth from now on.
Fine. It was small and outdated anyway.
Ugh.
She just kind of shrugs and goes, I wouldn't know. Anyways, we can go get your friend out of jail tomorrow morning.
Which Joan is like, would she be in jail tomorrow morning, though?
I mean, where else would she be?
Joan, if she's getting out in the morning, we are not heisting her.
I don't know if I trust that she'd be there.
What are you going on about now? And
Well, given her less than stellar mental faculty, she might be at the asylum if we wait till tomorrow.
Okay.
Just stating facts here.
Minerva does chime in and goes and says, well, I mean, unless she goes off talking about being from the future and monsters and stuff,
she might. Don't try her.
Oh. Huh. Well,
Yeah,
I'd say
that sounds likely, given
if she does
what
do
little
that,
I know
then
about her.
probably be a 50-50 chance that they'd call the asylum, but I mean, she says, I don't think they'd have somebody out like that fast. I mean, worst case, we could go just get her from the asylum tomorrow. Because we got this whole thing cleared up.
Let's just hope our Xander doesn't catch wind.
It's like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, worst case scenario, I can talk to Xander, like my Xander, and you know, he can get her released, no problem. We'll just talk to his dad, and that won't be a problem.
This is very satisfactory.
Okay. Well, let's we can go back to the estate. We've got some guest rooms that y'all can stay in, or you want to stay at the hotel. It's just here in town. It's a little bit closer. It is getting on a little late now.
Huh? Can't understand you. Sorry.
Yeah, you got garbly.
Oh, sorry. my bitrate doing? Oh, yeah, the bitrate dropped a little bit. Now it's back up. So she says, well, it's getting on in the day. I mean, we can go get some food, or I guess y'all don't have a place to stay. We can go back to the estate if you want, or the hotel's here closer. I was like, I've got money. I can cover us.
I'm
Would we
not
really be
going
welcome
back to
at
the
the
estate?
estate? Yeah.
No.
Well,
no
I
offense,
mean-
but the estate is a little hard for us to be at.
I'd rather
Just kind of looks
stay
at you
at the
curiously and
hotel.
goes, all right. I mean, it's fine either way. I'm happy to pay. This is the most interesting thing that's happened to me ever. So I'm happy to pay for it.
You're too kind.
If you would like to, I have notes.
How legible are they to her, though? Aren't most of them
Joan-
only written so that Joan can read them?
Ugh, as many times as I've tried to burn those fucking notes.
Yeah, but Joan would be more than happy
But Vinny, think
In-
of the peach
in the-
cobbler recipe.
in the interest
Oh,
of
true.
in the interest of science and the interest of changing time. Joan would be more than happy to translate her notes for Minerva, past Minerva, just to see what the hell would happen.
Okay.
Is that
So,
dangerous, though? Should we allow
Minerva's
Yeah, it's dangerous, but Joan doesn't care.
Minerva
Oh,
thinks about it and
gosh.
she goes, you know what? I think I'd rather not have spoilers. Or whatever the 1920s equivalent of spoilers would be.
Spoilers. It would still be spoilers. That was a word.
Yeah, I think I'd rather not spoil the ending. I'm fine not knowing about everything about the future.
Joan's like, if you ever have questions, just ask.
Will do. She takes you to the hotel, and she gets basically their biggest suite. So it's a couple of small rooms and a little kitchen. And you all get in there. It's very, very fancy, very nice room. You're able to clean up and rest, do whatever you'd like. And she says, should I order up for room service?
The what?
Room service. They cook food and bring it up to your room for you.
They bring it to you?
Yeah? Do y'all not have that in the future?
Joan's like,
We
I
barely
ordered
have
this.
hotels.
Oh, goodness. Must have really turned out bad if you don't have hotels.
It's the worst fucking shit.
I mean, I've read about it. I've never actually experienced it.
Okay, well,
Okay.
what do y'all want to eat? Just whatever you want.
Would
What?
yeah, definitely bacon and eggs. That's what Joan would say.
King's gonna say, what was it we ate at the farmstead last night? Or the other night, I guess.
Last night, actually.
Yeah, last night. What did we have at the farmstead last night? Some kind of fowl with a batter on it?
Joan would know.
Does Joan say?
Yeah, Joan would have that in her notes. So yeah.
Okay.
What was it, Joan? Damn it.
I don't remember, but Joan would definitely.
Oh, fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
I gotcha. Player didn't know. Character knew. I'm with you now. Yes, you had fried
Yeah.
chicken. It was fried chicken, biscuits, butter beans, I think black-eyed peas and collard greens,
Yeah.
corn muffins,
I was
sweet
busy losing
tea,
my fucking mind. I don't remember what we
yeah,
ate.
Well,
and
Ping really
peach
dug
cobbler
that
with
fried
ice cream.
chicken. Yeah,
Okay.
Ping really dug the fried chicken.
So Minerva presses a button on the wall, which, and then a couple minutes later, there's a sort of like a bellhop comes up to the door, and starts taking your orders. So he's okay. Plate of fried chicken. All right. What else?
Joan would like bacon and eggs and
Okay.
grits.
I don't
Bacon
know.
and eggs,
I don't
grits.
know anything about food.
Sounds like
Do you like
KFC
spicy
kinda.
stuff?
I don't know.
What do you eat?
Whatever I can find.
So the bellhop's
mutant
just standing there
links-
awkwardly.
The
and
Like a
ones-
sausage? Oh, a cat? You good God, you ate cats?
No, the ones that were.
Joan says,
I kill them. I eat them.
just order a big steak and potatoes for
There you
Vinny.
go, steak and potatoes.
Minerva goes, "Oh yeah, that sounds good. I'll have that too."
That's
Like, all right, 2 steaks, potatoes, any other sides? And Murph says, yeah, I'll take a Caesar salad. Okay, Caesar salad. How do y'all want those steaks cooked? And he looks expectantly at Vinny.
And Joan answers,
Minerva. You. Minerva,
Donuts
you
is
pick it first.
rare.
Yeah, Minerva butts in and goes, we'll go with medium rare. Okay, medium rare. All right, well, we'll have that right up to you. Any desserts?
Peach
No.
cobbler.
Peach cobbler. Minerva orders chocolate malt.
Joan wants ice cream because she's heard of ice cream but never had ice cream.
Okay, ice cream. Vanilla, okay?
Joan would be very fine with vanilla.
All right. April suggests chocolate cake.
No dessert. No dessert. No dessert. No.
Minerva just leans over and
Would
goes,
Ping
let's
know
get
that
some chocolate cake
alcohol's
too.
illegal right now?
Roll education to see.
Let's see here. 13.
You're not quite sure. If you have learned, you can roll that again. Or
I
Joan
don't.
Joan could try to remember if you ask Joan.
Joan,
Remember what? I haven't been paying attention, sorry.
it's okay.
If
Joan,
alcohol's
is
illegal.
alcohol legal right now? Like, Ping
Oh
doesn't
yeah.
know.
Joan would. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll that.
He's in your
What? Oh yeah, because
Virtue.
That's a 19 plus. I think it's 13. I'm pretty sure it's 13. Yes, 13. 19 plus 13 would be 32.
So Joan knows that alcohol is illegal at this point. However, the region of the country that you're in, especially given that it's a very rural area, the likelihood that there's a speakeasy in town and bootleggers around in the woods around town is very high. So if you ask discreetly, you could probably get something.
Yeah, I'd
Okay.
have Joan would phrase it this way. I'd have Minerva ask for alcohol before I'd have you ask for alcohol.
I've been lying beautifully this entire time.
It's true.
Yeah, but you don't have money.
Well, actually, I do.
Yeah, Ping does.
I have
Minerva
some
is also
cash.
Minerva is also paying for everything.
Yes.
Well,
Minerva,
if you
is there any way we could get a adult beverage?
Oh, yeah, probably. Any particular kind you're looking for?
Strong.
Minerva just whispers something to the bellhop and goes,
strong like her man. I mean what?
Strong and dirty like Vinny. No.
The kind that puts hair on your chest, like Vinny.
Like Vinny.
and then so the bellhop goes, okay, dirty martini. Yeah, I think we can manage that. And he says, all right, I'll be back. So about an hour later, they wheel a huge cart up. It's just absolutely covered in food, and one special tall covered dish is on the side of the cart, and says that's for Miss, and he looks at notes. It's Miss Ping. That's the
Yeah.
special order you requested.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So
Much appreciated.
you all have just a veritable feast.
Vinny can actually focus on eating this time because
And
last
it
time he
is-
was so nervous and such a nervous wreck, just trying to be cool at any sort of cool.
Yep.
Now
It
he
just
now
gets
he's finally,
associated out.
oh my gosh, he had literally he does not remember eating because he was so focused on whatever. He's got
So,
social anxiety. It happens.
so you all have a veritable feast. Literally the best food any of you have ever eaten.
Yes.
Literally.
Mhm.
Yep. And you're able to kind of talk with Minerva and have just a really good night's sleep for the first time in a while, because it's a hotel. You know you're safe. You're not staying with strange people that you don't know, so you're able to relax a little bit more than
Oh
you
my
could the last
gosh.
night.
Vinny hasn't slept in a long time too.
Yeah, Vinny's gonna pass out because you've basically been awake for about 24 hours or longer.
More than that, he barely slept. Aside from the couple of naps he had, he was
Mhm.
busy watching Sari. He was busy chasing Sander around. He was
You're muted,
busy
Lisa.
being paranoid. He has not slept well in ages.
Lisa, I think you were saying something.
Nothing important.
Okay. So yeah, Vinny is dead to the world, probably snoring. So I think that is where we will leave our party here. But a couple of things happen sort of off this scene. So two main things that our players will know that our characters don't necessarily know. First one is, as the sun's going down, we see Alenia being sort of ushered into a carriage, and it is pulled off towards the asylum.
Great.
The next thing that we'll see is the farmer, Henry, walking down the street, lingering around the police station. And as the scene starts to fade to black, we notice that Henry's hair looks a little bit different. There's a white tuft coming down the side of it.
Oh shit.
And that's where we'll end.
Mhm.
Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. Thank you so much for the donations, especially Gwen and April as well. Definitely appreciate that. I know everyone appreciated having the extra rerolls that we burned through.
Oh my gosh.
Especially Joan.
Yeah.
So
We were not
thank you
built
so much.
for this world.
Nope.
RNG
Joan
Jesus
was.
is not happy with us.
And thank you to the fantastic cast members for playing this again. I'm glad you
Joan
had
was
fun.
absolutely specifically built for this world and started in a completely different one.
Fair enough.
And on that note, we'll do our outro. So we'll do opposite order. We'll start with Rowan. What was your favorite part, and then where can we find you next?
Hello, I am Rowan North. I'm a freelance illustrator and art educator. You will next see me. Well, okay. You can find all my stuff, my social media and stuff at rowannorthillustrations.org, which I'll put at the bottom here in a second. I will be next on my channel on Wednesday for The Forest of Renown, where it is a fairy tale based world with gods and fairies, and everyone plays children. It's exciting. So that will be next, and that is that Rowan North on Twitch.
Fantastic. And then we'll go to. Did you say what your favorite part was?
I did not. think my favorite part was just King and Vinny arguing in the doctor's office with slightly sexual undertones, you know?
Ah,
That was very funny. That was very funny. All right, and then Gwen, what was your favorite part, and then where can we find you next? Or tell us about any other projects that
Well-
you're working on.
Roland said my favorite part. But my second favorite part would be Alinea just being Alinea in the interrogation room.
That was
Just
pretty
like,
great.
I give up. I'm not good at this. I'll just tell them the truth and everything will be fine.
Oh my.
Oh man.
It went from, okay, this is fine, to I'm rolling in my grave.
Yeah.
Goodbye, world.
Yeah.
And then Lisa, what was your favorite part? And then
Also, Joan trying to care about Alinea. Trying and failing.
yeah, that was pretty great.
So yeah, I am Goody or Lisa, and I don't do much online, at least that anybody would be interested in, but I am in a emo post-hardcore band called Cadus. Check us out. Like I said, if I find a good link, we're recording our album soon, hopefully.
Awesome.
But my favorite part is it's hard to pick between the doctor's office thing with Vinny or straight up when somebody asked me, "What are you doing on my property?" I said, "I'm a clairvoyant
That was amazing.
That
That
was
was amazing.
brilliant.
and I'm here to save your daughter."
That
and
was
getting away
so
with it.
funny. Yeah, that was the amazing part. Oh, that was so
And I
great.
also just like the fact that the doctor, not only am I dragging a person into his office saying, "Oh, totally, he's my patient," I am stone cold blind, and he has no qualms with that.
Yep. That was also
yeah.
pretty funny. Fantastic. My favorite part, God, there's so many favorite parts. Probably the point where Vinny, just in that very bad Southern accent, was like, "Well, that's just rude." And I was just basically like, I can't even right now. Oh, that's right. Might be sleeping a little too hard there to for those to affect him tonight.
Oh, we'll see.
I hope so.
We'll see.
It was the
Um,
first time his brain has really had a break
yeah,
since
but-
all last season. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, thank you all so much for being here. We're gonna go on a raid here in just a moment, but you can find me next on R&R streaming tomorrow. We usually stream around 7 p.m. Mountain Time. It's a little bit more of a relaxed stream. We just do Game Grump style and just kind of hang out and chat and currently play really dark, disturbing video games.
do not. It's just Frambo. It's
That's-
just an acid trip. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Rambo
That's-
is weird, dude.
Franco
Dude.
is really weird.
Have you
and
seen
then
the
the
new
next-
one, the spiritual successor?
Yes.
Yep.
That's why we're playing this one, so we can go ahead and play Little Misfortune.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that channel
There's a
is
sequel.
there. And then the next tabletop will be on Monday, where we'll be doing the Peasant Strike Back, which last time I think we all almost died from laughing because it was just one shenanigan after another. We basically play the peasants in your stereotypical D&D story, and we're trying to get rid of the adventurers who are just wrecking the countryside in their quests. And we've had it with them, and we're trying to get rid of them. It's very, very funny. It's at 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So that'll be the next tabletop. For everything else, check me out on Twitter. I will post that in chat as well. That will have updates on everything that I'm doing. And then, yeah, once again, our raid call is going to be, that is some Scooby-Doo shenanigans. And yeah, we'll see you all next time.
I love
So go to our
Bye.
raid stream here. Bye, everybody. And by the way, so we're going to a very different type of channel. We're going to go raid Storky. They are playing Atlas, which is the pirate successor to Ark.
Arc.
So yes, Storky does a lot of a different style of stream, but he's a fantastic guy. Really good to have a conversation with. So I hope you all enjoy. Be sure to tell him hello and give him a follow. So that raid will be happening in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye.
Nice. Hmm.